kind of hilarious. There's like this dumpster that's just kind of outside of our condo, so we can just see it like when we look out the door. And occasionally, people will leave like dressers or chairs and things like that. And
So you have to go have a look and make sure.
yeah, we gotta browse to see like, well, what's wrong with it? If there's nothing wrong with it, well, fuck it, we'll clean it up, take it inside.
Yep, that's me.
Laura banned me from bringing in junk in our first flat because I was just filling it all with crap that I found on the way home at night.
Well, yeah, there's definitely a limit to how much crap you should bring in.
I feel like
it
was like one of those corner cabinet fish tanks that I came in with that one night, and she's like, "What the fuck is that for?" And I was like, "I might get a frog."
Those things are several hundred pounds,
he had
though.
that for like a few years.
Yeah, it sat in that flat.
And it just sat there, and I was just like looking at it like, oh.
It was a huge fucking flat though, man. Like, it was
Could have
massive.
turned it into a terrarium or something.
Yeah, that was what I was thinking, but it never happened.
That was like, when we
effort.
stayed there, it was like such a huge living room. I'd never seen such
Yeah,
a
but
big
that was when I
living room,
didn't have any heating
except
in
in
it.
like estate, you know,
It had holes in the windows and shit.
And mansions.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I have a container addiction. Like, if it's something that I can put other things inside of, I will keep it. Like, right here on my desk, I've got an empty nut tin, like a can that had nuts in it, but it has a lid, and I can't throw it away.
I'm like that too. I have to make myself
He
throw out
is
containers.
definitely.
Like, what? I don't have anything in these things. I just think, oh, that's a good container. I'll use that.
But then you start collecting little pieces of crap that you can keep in them. Kind of little flags and markers and dice and.
I need to start collecting crap to go inside the containers that I have. That's my problem.
I was literally about to say,
Thank you.
I'm kind of like similar to Shy with the containers thing, but it's mostly to hold all my little knickknacks, like ice and things. Because that's what I collect is like just the little shit that, and I've
I
got
don't
shelves.
have that.
See, I collect
I'm literally looking around. Yeah, I've got like little statues and little Funko Pops and shit just everywhere.
See, now I have an excuse to get
has their vices. Like,
everyone's
clothes.
Well,
like,
we're privileged people of the Western world. We got to waste our money on other stuff instead of putting it towards a good cause.
Yeah.
Honestly, when I had money, when I was working, I bought a fair amount of clothes, but I didn't spend 100 quid on things.
My brother will spend like a lot of money on like a hoodie or a pair of trainers. I just cannot understand.
What the fuck?
He had the same upbringing as me, and I cannot understand spending that much money on clothes.
Yeah.
He lives with Emma. He's married to Emma. Emma had the same sort of upbringing as me.
Except worse, probably.
Yeah, probably, because it was only 2 of them, whereas there was like 4 of us. So,
like, I need to buy a new pair of jeans, and I'm looking, and I'm like, 26 pounds for a pair of jeans? What? No.
Bargain. 26 pounds for a pair of jeans.
Yeah, I really like these outdoor combat trousers because they're baggy. But there's just like this. I'm such a guy that way. It's just like the same ones that I buy every time when they wear out.
Yeah,
From the same place.
That's pretty much what I actually want, but it's hard to find those in like women's cuts.
Right.
Yeah.
I have like, man.
I have like a single outfit, and all I do is whenever I go clothes shopping, I just buy the same style of shit just for that one outfit.
Yeah,
which is literally just jeans. Yeah, jeans and a t-shirt.
I think I might be a guy.
Yeah.
I just wear jeans, and then I just change the top that goes with the jeans.
I only wear jeans since I got fatter, man. They're okay when you're skinny, but especially guys ones when they made it all fucking skinny jeans a few years ago, and it's like physically you can't wear them.
Fortunately, baggy is back.
Yeah, I've never worn tight jeans in my life.
I quite like skinny jeans. I quite like them. I quite like jeggings. I
just wear leggings all the time too. Leggings and jeans.
I think if I was a woman, I'd wear leggings all the time.
Yeah,
I would. I basically am wearing pajamas right now. I'm wearing like baggy I don't know, they're like trousers made out of stretchy material.
Joggers, spats.
Yeah.
Kinda, but they're not that thick. They're not like joggers.
Yeah, just like
Yeah,
thin
I'm
joggers.
wearing. I'm
They're like
wearing
pajama
sort of-
bottoms.
Yeah.
I'm wearing like Disney joggers, but they are for the house, so.
Just
I
so
love-
many
yeah.
pajamas. It's unbelievable.
I never leave the house, so everything I wear is for the house.
I like comfort pajamas, and I love my slipper boots. I love slipper boots. I've got so many slipper boots.
I bought a pair of Crocs. James is embarrassed by them, but they're comfortable as hell, and they're easy to clean,
They
easy
squeak?
to put on. No, they don't squeak.
Ah, that's disappointing.
You should
Actually,
get
maybe
slipper
if they get
boots,
wet.
Cheyenne. They are just like so cozy, especially in the winter.
I can't
It's just,
because
like,
I got
so nice.
cankles.
Oh,
Everything doesn't fit around my ankles very well.
Mm.
You try getting like bin bags and just tie them.
Yes. Now I've got some boots and things that fit, but it's pretty rare.
As my RPG players who played in the house in person will like to tell you, I always sit barefoot.
Oh, I'm always
I-
barefoot in the house.
I'll be barefoot in the house when there's not company, but like as soon as there's company, I have to like hide my.
I usually
I just
put
can't.
socks on if people are
I'm
here.
like, are you so bothered by feet? I seem to be the only person that's not bothered by feet at all. Man.
I don't like feet. I like covered up.
I don't know what it is. It's not like I'm staring at people's feet and just going like ew, gross or whatever. It's just like for some reason if I just know that someone's barefoot around me, I get so weirdly uncomfortable.
See, I'm that
I
horrible
can't
person
explain
that
it.
will take their shoes off on a plane. If
Yeah,
I
I
sit
do
down,
that as
I
well.
take
Oh
my
my
shoes off.
god!
No,
As
no,
long
I
as your
couldn't do
feet
that
aren't
either. I
stinky,
I'm there
And you're
with
not like
you, I
sticking
couldn't
them
do it.
up in people's faces. But
see,
if
I
Okay,
don't know.
that's fair.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you also, Bort, have you had like foot problems in the past though?
me,
Yeah, I have actually. yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think maybe it's people and they've had foot problems and that's why
I've
it's
not
put them
had
off.
foot problems.
Maybe.
I don't
maybe.
understand why you're bothered about your feet, hun, at all.
I know, but I like covered up.
Because I did have a friend, and when he'd stay for the weekend, he would keep his shoes on the entire time, even when he was sleeping on the sofa.
Okay,
Oh,
now
is
that I
that
can't do.
Kirby?
And that was bizarre. But he had like foot fungus and stuff, and I was like, well, no wonder if you keep your shoes on
Yeah,
24/7.
dude.
Yeah, gross. Ew.
And then my other friend who stayed once, Robin, he's from Durham, and he he was in our house, and he took his shoes off, and it was fucking stinking, and like we were like, what the hell is that smell? And then we realised it was his feet, so I made him take his socks off, and he put them inside his shoes and left those outside on the clothes,
Yeah.
and then made him go
It
in and like
was
wash
really
his
bad.
feet.
It was like
Yeah, oh
it was
man.
so bad.
My brothers always had to leave their shoes outside because they stunk so bad.
Well, it's the socks
Yeah.
that tend to smell worse, man. So I was like, take your socks off, mate, because it'd
Yeah,
put them
I
outside
thought-
because
yeah.
it's humming.
That's where all the
But I was that big flat, and we had to, and it was all airy and shit, and we had to fucking do that because it was smelling so bad.
Oh jeez, yeah.
Yeah, feet don't bother me, man. I was fucking barefoot.
Yeah, that I think you're actually right, because like I've been on the receiving end of things like that where it's just like, you know, okay, I'll take off my shoes, and all of a sudden everyone's like gagging, so I'm like, all right, I'll just never take my shoes
Yeah,
off again
I don't know
or
if it was
something.
bothering some of my players because they brought it up like in a jokey way later, and I was like, I wonder if it bothered them that I was barefoot. But I was like, it's my fucking house. I'm gonna be barefoot, man.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, if it's your house, it's your house. I'll never say anything about that, but yeah,
As long as
I
your
just can't
feet
do it
aren't
around
like
other people.
filthy, like if they look like you've been running around in the mud or something, that's different.
I mean, I probably wouldn't even notice if they were.
Yeah.
But if you run around the house barefoot, they're not usually going to be like caked in dirt or anything.
If you're in my
Yeah.
kitchen
Yeah,
for a while, it
carpet.
might end up like that, man.
You
Depending.
should see my kitchen floor. Well, not now because we cleaned it because we had the roofers.
But then I have shower before anyone comes up, obviously, so my feet would be clean anyway.
Yeah.
Good stuff. I'm gonna take my feet off. I'm gonna take my feet off in your house.
That would be messy.
Yeah, my sister a couple Christmases ago, as like a joke, bought me like these really fuzzy like socks or whatever. Like they're supposed to have like alloy or whatever it
Aloe,
is.
Aloe
yeah.
vera.
I don't use the stuff, and my brain is fuzzy. Yeah, it's supposed to have all that stuff in it, but they're really super comfortable, and they had like kittens on them and shit, and I just started wearing them just ironically because they were so comfortable. So now it's become a thing where for my birthday or Christmas, my sister will get me at least a pair of these like really comfy socks to just wear around the house.
That's mostly what if my feet are cold, I'll just run around in socks. If I'm not barefoot.
Yeah, I put my socks on if it's cold. But...
Although I have developed plantar fasciitis in one of my feet, so I'm not supposed to run around barefoot if I can avoid it.
Do you like a bloody
I like
medical
funky
book and
socks.
stuff?
I was gonna say that, Cheyenne. You've always got something. I'm like
Plantar fasciitis, it's pain in your heel. Lots of people get it, but diabetics tend to get it, and I've
Right.
got diabetes, so.
Yeah.
Oh, that's tough. That's so.
It's
harsh.
horrible, excruciating pain because like it comes from your Achilles tendon being like too tight.
Right.
So I have to stand on the stairs like with my toes on the
Jeez.
steps and stretch my Achilles tendon.
Fuck that.
It's really not nice. It's
Yeah, I was
horrible,
gonna say
horrible
that
pain.
doesn't sound good at all.
Right, problem's not answered. Glim streaming, Bird never answered, so I guess it might be just 3 of you. Okay, so this is going to use like the Wushu system, which is a bit different.
Yeah, I don't know that one
So-
exactly.
Basically, you have traits. Hang on, I'm going to stop music on this for a second. So you have traits.
Are you doing this through Roll20 or
The images and music, yes,
Okay.
and the rules.
Well, we're doing Roll20.
I sent you a link
Okay. On where?
on Discord.
I can't see the link.
Click
yeah, where'd
on
it go?
my name where the messages are. It'll literally send you it twice.
Oh yeah.
See where you typed where? Right
I
above
know.
that.
Yes, I know. I just wanted to type it in.
Where was I? Yes, traits. So you give your character a couple of traits, and this can be a descriptor. It can be like a single word, like acrobatic, charismatic, handsome, or it can be like a short phrase, which doesn't necessarily need to be like full of adjectives. And basically, when you want to do something in a scene, you just say it, and that happens exactly as you describe it. But depending on how detailed your description is, you get a number of dice, and you'll choose how many of the dice you want to roll. And the number you're trying to roll on your dice is, we decide if the action, like which one of your traits kind of suits it best, and that's the threshold, and you use that threshold as the target number for the dice that you're rolling. So everybody will get a turn during like a round to say what their character does, and that's going to happen. And nobody can kind of stop you doing that, except you can veto somebody else's description or an aspect of it if you think it doesn't suit the game. If it's not, if it seems too ridiculous or out of place, and you guys can
Right.
do that to me, and I can do that to you as well.
Oh, we can do that to you?
Yeah, everybody has the same veto.
Oh wow, okay.
So if I start describing something, you're like, that's a bit much. Or you're like, that doesn't make sense. Or that's too
That's
different
interesting.
to what we were doing. It's to try and keep everyone on the same page
For
as
sure,
what it
yeah.
is, which is obviously fantasy pirate adventures.
Yeah, so no pulling out laser guns and
Yeah,
cutting the
yeah.
whole world in half. Okay.
Or if I start going to Cthulhu,
Jesus.
I tend to say to veer towards. And that's,
This map looks very familiar.
I can show you actually what it looked like before when they all designed it.
You repurposed it.
Yeah.
This was the map that they drew.
Okay.
And then
Looks
we
very
only-
much like a map we used for
Another game.
another game.
I forgot what the shipwreck was called. All right, yeah.
Elusive Test, so they drew that, and then I did. This is like the thingy version yet.
So my pirate is called Aggie Jean.
Named what?
She's called Aggie Jean.
Let me bring my notepad here. Okay, so Aggie Jean is Laura's one. What's yours called, Bort?
Yeah, sorry. The Dread Captain Croark Blackthorn. Dread Captain in parentheses.
And he is a goblin, right?
Of course.
So what do you want to call your pirate shy?
Penelope Cumberbatch.
I thought you were going in a different direction there for a second.
Yeah, no, you paused way too long after come.
Yeah.
Okay, so to start with, you can have as many traits as you want for your character, but I need you to give me 3. And I need those 3 to cover instances where you're fighting in combat, to cover instances when you're doing like social interactions or just your character's personality, you know, their attitude when they're interacting with people. And I need one to kind of cover your character's role as part of the crew, or their career, or their profession, or what makes them a kind of unique skill set. So I know Boat here is...
Mine is Elephant Stampedes and Strong as the Ox. But I was going to say maybe Thunder Fives because she's like Aggie Jean the Thunderer. So, yeah.
Right, well, hang on. So, Elephant Stampede is to cover the way you fight, right? She fights by just, like, charging in.
Yeah.
And then Strong as an Ox was the other one.
Yeah.
And is that... What's that? That's your character? You're quite bullish and...
Yes, she's quite intimidating.
And what's her one for, like, her role in the crew? Or career?
Well, she steers the ship with her thunder thighs.
She grips the wheel between her thighs.
Yeah.
Wait, huh?
That's why they call her the Thunderer, because she's just like, she keeps that ship moving.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Right, so what trait do you want for that? Or are we covering that with Strong as an Ox?
Strong as the Ox, yeah.
Okay, so you want... So what did you want for your personality, which is intimidating?
For intimidation, sort of like her commands and just like the way she just, you know, she's so big and
yeah,
so,
but what
like,
do you want to call the trait? Like, do you want to use just the word intimidating, or do you want to have a phrase?
I'm just thinking of something that's, you know.
You thinking that? Bort, you had some already, I think.
Yeah, I put down quick thinking, acrobatic, and charismatic. And then for the role of I just put down swashbuckling pirate captain.
Okay, so charismatic kind of covers your social personality. Acrobatic is your kind of fighting style. Swashbuckling pirate captain is your role for your career. And quick thinking is just another one because you're quick thinking.
Yeah, just a little extra.
Yeah, that works just fine. So Penelope, what traits would you like?
Do we have a list or anything, or just
nope.
make?
You're just gonna make up. It can be a single adjective if you just want to do it simply, or if you want a more kind of descriptive phrase or like a trope or a stereotype. Those all kind of work as well.
Well, I'm thinking refined. She's like posh. Timid.
Do you want like refined lady as it?
Yeah. Intelligent or educated. And
Sorry, did you say you wanted timid as well?
yeah, or something.
Would you like?
Or...
Would you like something like a wolf in sheep's clothing?
Yeah, that works.
Because you're timid and
Well,
stuff.
'cause I was
outwardly.
thinking also. I was thinking clever, just quiet. Instead of timid, would just say quiet, not necessarily.
Yeah, there you
timid.
go.
I was thinking like wolf in sheep's clothing, because then you're like that timid and quiet and stuff. But then when you need to be,
Yeah, that works perfectly. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the way it was explained to me was like the traits can be kind of like really, really broad.
yes, there is in the actual rule set a way to kind of refine it down a little bit. But I think that's a level of complication we don't need.
Yeah.
I was
Especially
going
for
to
a
say,
one-shot.
you were asking, so maybe sort of like Taurine, like a sort of Taurine, sort of stubborn, bullish, probably as well, kind of, sort of like terror and commanding tone.
Okay, but those are different things.
Yeah,
So
I
basically, my
suppose.
character is the opposite of Aggie Jean.
By the sounds of it.
So she's what,
But
brash?
I'd say just like intimidation is probably
Intimidating.
just
Yeah.
yeah.
I feel like most of the
That
things you were
covers
saying.
everything.
Yeah. Intimidating covers most of what you were saying, Laura.
I mean,
Yeah,
she can be
definitely.
brash and bullish and that as well, but that would be
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
separate trait if you wanted that, which you can have. Okay, so these traits all come in at standard at rating 2, and that means if you were doing an action associated with them, when you're rolling the dice, you would need a 2 or a 1 to be a success. So you get 8 points each to bump up your ratings, and they can go as high as a rating 5.
I believe I set all mine at 4 for each.
4 for
Yeah,
4,
I
yes.
set mine at 4 each as well.
Well, you've only got 3, so you have more points.
Yeah.
What 3 do I have then, just to check?
Elephant,
With you.
Stampede, Strong as an Ox, Intimidating. Do you want other traits? You can have as many as you want, but I would keep them sort of distinct so they don't overlap too much.
Exactly, and then like the fewer traits you have, the more of the 8 points that you can divide up them.
Yeah,
Make it a lot easier.
So is it, you have to divide the 3 by the 8, is it? Yeah.
I just posted them into Roll20 so you can see what I've written down here. But yes, you
Yeah,
have 8 points to divide however you like between all of your traits. But they start off at level 2 anyway.
Does that not mean that I've only got 6 points though that have been done?
No, you've got 8 points. You've got 8 points on top of all of them being 2 points already.
Everybody's got 4 points.
They don't. Only Bort there has 4 points. Because he has 4 traits and he's put 2 points into each one. And 2 times 4 is
right.
8.
Okay.
Yeah. So everything starts at baseline 2, but you put your 8 points into those to
Between
bump
them,
them up.
yeah. And don't make me get out the Barney gif.
Okay, so no, but I'm just still not getting it. So if you've got like the 4, then is that not like you've got more than the other person?
Because the the first 2 points are free.
Oh right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so you're just adding 8 to those numbers there.
Right.
Or
okay. Okay. So that would mean so that would mean 10 each for them then. Yeah.
No, 8.
What?
You have 8 points to distribute between the.
Oh right.
your
Okay,
traits.
I understand now. Yeah. Okay.
Clearly, Cheyenne does speak a different language.
No, I just listen. Unlike men.
Well, okay.
James just went, what?
Yeah, especially since you're a dude. But if you wanted more traits, hun, then you would have more traits, to divide your points between. Obviously.
It's fine.
But each trait would still only start at a 2.
Yes, they always come in at 2.
So it doesn't necessarily make you any stronger or whatever.
No, you're more of a jack of all trades.
Yeah, because if you roll dice that go higher than the number that's in your trait, you
Yeah.
ignore those dice. So it's actually better if you have closer to 5.
Well, you want to be able to cover everything you're thinking your character wants to do, though, because if you don't have a trait
Yeah.
that really suitably covers it, then you're going to be rolling 1 dice.
Yeah.
Or none at all. So it won't stop you doing stuff, but you just won't have any defense against what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Because the Wushu has several different ways that the GM can like be reacting opposed to what the player's doing. But I'm just going to stick to the one where I'm just doing what you guys are doing, except I'm playing it as like the whole scene. Which will just like I'll describe and get dice for that, and then choose how many dice I want to throw against you.
Well, I know how I want to do my points. I want refined lady 4. Well, I mean, I want
2
4.
points
I
in
want
there, yeah.
2 and then 3, 3. So that, yeah.
Wait. 4, 3, 3.
No, it should be 4, 5, 5 at the end.
Gotcha. So refined lady is 4, educated 5, and wolf in sheep clothing 5.
Correct.
Well, how do you want to split yours, Aggie?
So elephant stampede 4, strong as an ox 5, and intimidation 5.
So
Nice.
Sorry.
I was just gonna say, like, nice. I am overall the weakest of the 3.
Well, let's see. I mean, Laura's one that's probably strong as dogs may cover a fighting as well.
I would say so.
But I mean, as a captain, you guys have a crew other than yourselves because you've got a whole pirate crew. So as captain, I mean, you get to order the crew around.
Nice. I can't wait till we get to the weaknesses.
Yes. So now I need everybody to pick a trait, and this is going to be your weakness, and it is going to be a rating 1, and it is never going to change. So it could be a thing, an act, a person type, a trope. Yes, Quark has the worst pirate I've ever heard of. So whenever he tries to do something that's like a piratey action, but probably extremely suicidal, this would be what he would roll with.
I have exclusively bad ideas.
And you would only ever pass it on a roll of a 1.
I was thinking swimming, but I don't know that.
That'd actually be kind of a fun kind of a thing. A pirate that can't swim.
Yeah, swimming would work. So anytime you're doing an action that involves swimming, yeah.
Well, the thought is that she's like a fancy. I don't know how a fancy lady ended up on a pirate ship. She's run away from home or something, but
or
she's in some. I was just thinking she's dressed in a ridiculously she's ridiculously overdressed. So if she ended up in the water, she wouldn't be able to swim in the crap that she's wearing.
So is it the swimming itself that's the problem, or is it the attire that's the issue?
See, mine is the attire that's the issue.
Because you could write impractical clothing as the trait.
Impractical clothing, yes.
There you go.
Impractical attire.
I'm gonna say that as well because I was gonna say like the rubber ring because it just like doesn't fit her. So
wait, she has a rubber ring.
Like, yeah.
Wait, what?
So I would say attire is probably
Well, I mean, I'm thinking with you then, is it not like your size that's the problem?
That's exactly where I was
she
thinking.
Can't squeeze through like small holes and stuff.
Yeah, so your weakness is I'll try to think how to phrase this. I mean, you could just say big lady. That work for you?
Yeah, that's fine.
I could say big and beautiful, that sounds better.
Yeah, there you go. Amazing. This is a great crew.
She's educated, but she is not world-wise in the least.
Well, neither was Ted Bonnet.
She's like book smart, but that's it.
Yeah, well, at least she's smart. Mine's just like boom, baba, boom,
an
baba.
oaf.
She's like.
She's just a big oaf. She's the oaf.
She is just a big oaf. She's like, have you ever watched that Klaus film that's on Netflix?
I haven't, no.
Oh, I
You need
have,
to
yeah.
watch
Oh, I
it.
know what character
You
you're
know,
talking
like
about.
the character, like in the character, like the female character that's in that. With the guy and
I
she's
know who
like
you mean, yeah.
huge. Yeah.
I think, yeah, I think I know the ones you're talking
There's
about
this,
too. Oh my god.
there's the opposing villages,
Yeah,
and on
yeah,
one
yeah.
side he
Yeah,
has a
I
son, and
love
he's this
that
big
film.
guy with a tiny head, and on the other side it's this girl with this
Big girl.
big girl
Oh,
who's got this like locks that hang over so you can never see her eyes, and you just see the big massive nose. It's very cartoonish.
Yeah,
it's
they like get
great,
together at the end.
Cheyenne. You need to watch it. It's like one of my favorite Christmas
It's really
movies
good, yeah.
now.
Oh my
Like,
god, I love this
yeah.
crew so much. A clueless, educated runaway, just plain pirate, a big oaf, and led by this little goblin who's just a big dumbass. Amazing.
The other thing is we have to use my fingers to count details as I read them out, I think. Okay, so we're going to open. Your crew have sailed your ship on the open seas. You've spied a merchant vessel, and you have ordered, I guess you've ordered Aggie to steer the ship up alongside this merchant vessel, and you are preparing to board.
Nice.
So she's standing forward. The merchant vessel itself is about the same size as your vessel. It has probably a disciplined crew who will be like fighting you guys off. You can see them all in their like tidy uniforms. They'll be like those little blue jackets with the white pants, and they're on their shoulders. They'll have like the little yellow. God, I don't know what you call them. You know what I mean, from the Napoleonic kind of era.
I forget what they're called too. I think it's like Epoldrin or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, it's the pauldrons kind of thing. It's like little stitched ones though on their shoulders, and they will belong to the nearest fantasy nation, which is Udura or something like that. I think we called it.
Yeah.
Yes, but they can see you're coming. They know you've got your ship is faster than theirs. You managed to catch up to them, or you're easily going to catch up to them. They've readied a couple of cannons to fire when you draw alongside, and their men are all like kind of standing there ready with like hooks and pikes and muskets to try and fend you all off. I think all of that's going to give me 5 days. So, Captain, since you're first, why don't you tell us what you're going to do?
No. Well, firstly, Krark is absolutely standing on Aggie's shoulders, trying to make himself feel as tall as possible, as he shouts to his far less disciplined ragtag and more ragtag crew, getting them into their positions, ready to load the cannons, ready to fire as well, and also preparing to board. Of course, topping it all off with a very cheerful and manic order to raise the black flag. Why that wasn't already done in the first place? No, don't
excited.
ask that question. Yeah, too excited. Forgot to, show off his brand. As he makes ready to fire, just pats Augie's head and is just like, just steer steady, girl. We've almost got them.
So you're commanding your men to fire the cannons once you drop alongside to exchange fire.
Yeah.
I think you can also have 5 days.
Ooh, nice.
Okay, Penelope, what are you wanting to do? Now remember, whatever you describe happens. The roll doesn't affect that.
She's gonna run toward the ropes with the slings and try to prepare a sling to huck over at the other boat.
Running over, grabbing a sling, loading it up with
Yep.
just whatever's lying around, or like a hand-sized cannonball.
No,
or something.
like what? I mean, like a hook. She's gonna try to.
Oh, grapple.
Yeah, a grappling hook.
Oh, okay, so you're like spinning that above your head.
Yeah, she's gathering up the rope and trying to spin it around her head, not very gracefully.
And what's your plan? What's going to happen here?
She's gonna sling it over at the other at the ship and hopefully pull herself over to the boat, the other boat.
So I mean, if you say it's going to catch and be able to pull over, then that is what
Yeah,
will happen.
it's she's gonna catch the other boat and pull herself.
Okay, and Aggie, you are currently steering the ship, but what are you going to do? What's going to happen?
Well, Aggie likes to bowl, so she's gonna throw a cannon at the ship, as in she's gonna throw one of the cannonballs at the ship. She's like,
Nice.
let's throw, smash.
Do you want is it like a shot put kind of throw?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you're describing, like, the more sort of details you add to description, the more dice you'll get. So if you're
Okay,
saying,
so
like, I'm just going to
shot
pick,
put.
yeah, if you're going to say I'm going to pick this up and strike like a shot put pose and then hurl it over to smash it into the other boat and splat a guy or something, then that would be more dice than just say I pick up the cannonball and throw it.
Yeah, are you like
Exactly.
aiming
Gotcha.
for? Are you aiming for any person or part of the ship in particular,
I'm
or?
aiming for the sort of the what's the front? Is it steer the front of the ship?
The
That's
bow.
back, isn't it?
Yeah, bow.
Yeah, the
Can you
front of the
all tell I'm a pirate nerd?
I knew it was a bow.
I can never say about bow and stern and stuff. I used to know that, but yeah.
It took me a while to figure it out and remember, so don't worry about it.
Okay, so I imagine you like steering with one hand, or your thighs, sorry, and then your hands pick up the cannonball and get in a shot put position.
all with Captain Krark on her shoulder like a parrot.
Oh yeah, you're on her shoulder.
I can do it all basically.
Okay,
We are the best
Shame.
pirates ever.
so Croark, you have 5 dice. You both have 3 dice each. Now you're going to split these dice into however you want them between action and defense, and the defense dice will cancel out any action successes I get, and your action successes are going to count against me to inflict damage on me or on the crew that you're attacking effectively.
Right.
I have to go all action.
And I'll do 2 and 1.
So 2 action.
2 action, 1 defense.
Okay, Aggie, how much are you going for action?
Action, and what was the other one?
Any that you don't use for action are your defense.
I think I should just use action because I'm just like the strength.
Okay, so you're going all 3.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to roll
Yeah.
3 dice. Okay, so which trait do you think each of these come out? I think strong is an ox for Aggie because it's a feat of strength, right?
For
Yeah.
sure.
Croark, I guess the pirate captain because you're giving orders to
Yeah.
shoot.
Yeah.
And then Penelope, wolf in sheep's clothing.
I was gonna say that or educated. I don't know if that the only reason I'd say educated is maybe she's read how to throw a grappling hook.
It could also be someone's taught her on the ship.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's the
Either
same
way,
score
yeah.
either way, so it is marked.
Yeah.
She's educated.
Okay, so Penelope, you're going to need a 5 or less on your dice when you roll them. The same for Aggie, and Croark, you're going to need 4s or less. And my guys are just like, well, the crew are just like in defense, waiting for you, and they're going to fire their cannons as well.
Oh, 3d6 dice, yeah.
Yeah, and everybody just rolls their dice at the same time. I'm just going to roll my physical dice because they're right in front of me.
And you said I have 5, right?
You have 4.
Oh, right. Yeah. Oh, damn it.
Oh, sorry, no. Your rating is 4. You do have 5 dice to roll.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll just roll another one. Okay, so I got 3 successes by the looks of it.
Aggie got all 3. You got 3 as well. And Penelope got all her 3. Okay.
Nice.
I did no defense, so this is going to be 3 hits against me, 3 hits against me, and then 3 hits against me. So in each scene, you have plot armor, and you have 3 points of plot armor, and any hits I score against you are going to reduce your plot armor. Once you've lost all your plot armor for that scene, you're out of that scene. It's up to you to decide if you die or not. You could just be unconscious or tied up or something like that. I did 5, So who didn't do any defense?
Me.
Oh, that was me as well.
Me and Aggie, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait, did you? Oh shit.
She just like pure falls on like.
Well, no, you succeed in doing what you were doing, but
Yeah.
as the ships draw up next to each other, they exchange cannon fire, and your ship is going to come off much worse from the cannon fire. The balls, like they fire like the chain-linked balls, and they tear down your mast.
Oh no.
They shred
Oh,
the
no.
side of your galley and just like open it up with cannon
no.
fire, killing like dozens of the crew inside as splinters and shrapnel just fly everywhere. There's a massive hole put into the bow of their ship as Aggie's cannonball just like launches and just like crunches through the floors. Penelope, you're going to like throw over and grapple your grappling hook so you're hooked onto them. And I imagine several other crew are doing the same thing as they throw over and like try to drag the ships together as the onslaught of cannons is going on until it's too dangerous for them to fire the cannons anymore, and you're kind of engaged in the second half, which is hand-to-hand combat.
Yep.
But unfortunately, everybody's going to be out of action for that.
Oh no.
Amazing.
I mean, you've annihilated their crew. I don't know if this is going to work too well the way I've got this. Maybe I should have a lower number. Hang on, I'm going to go. I'm
Aggie
saying it's
is
fives.
fallen, she's like unconscious. She's just taking.
Right, no. So,
Croark,
no, I've got my thing too high. That's what it is. So,
Okay.
Aggie and Croark, you've lost 1 plot point or plot
Oh,
armor
okay,
each.
cool.
So
Okay.
you have 2 left.
Okay,
Amazing.
that's fine.
I think with night, you're going to just annihilate them. So you're going to like draw in close to each other. Your crews are going to like sweep over, go over on the ropes, and just like plow into them. And as disciplined and organized as these merchant defenders are, they're no match for the sheer numbers and the savagery of your crew as they just like plow into them. And fighting breaks out wholly on the other vessel, which is probably just as well because your vessel is in bad shape.
That's fine. We'll just steal this one and then we'll use that.
Okay, so start with Aggie. What'd you do next?
Okay, so I'm like a boulder basically, so I just like curl up and then start rolling toward to knock them all down.
Do you need to like leap onto the other ship first, or what?
Well, yeah, I stampede onto the ship
Okay.
and then we'll.
So you
do
just
the-
thunder,
do the
a jump, crunch
Jump.
onto their boards.
Yeah, and
And
then
then
just
roll.
go, and then roll. Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you 3 dice for that. It will be you, Penelope.
She's gonna start swinging. Just start swinging. She doesn't know how to fight. She's just slapping everybody.
She doesn't even have a weapon. She's just.
No, she's just slapping at people.
Okay. So you're hooked on. Are you like swinging across, jumping across? Like, tell me what you're doing.
She's going. Okay, first she's going to tie off the grappling hook,
Mhm.
tie it onto a thing on our boat.
Yep.
And then she's gonna shimmy over on across the rope.
Yep.
And when she gets into the other boat, she's just gonna start swinging wildly at people
Is this with a
Because she has
handbag
the-
or an umbrella, parasol, or what?
with her hat.
Fancy hat.
Amazing.
Sure.
Yeah, it's a fancy hat. It's like a proper,
Big feather.
but it's sturdy.
Yeah. Okay.
Sure.
Got a firm brim.
Sure.
Okay, I'll give you 4 dice for that because the hat gives you like an extra bit of detail. And Croark, what happens with you now?
Well, yeah. Well, Aggie kind of just left without me, so.
Well, I mean, you could be
I'll-
on her shoulders as she charges across, but once she starts rolling,
Holding on for dear life.
yeah, once she starts rolling, you're going to want to get off.
Yeah, all right, that's fair. Yeah, I'll be, yeah, I'll cling on to Aggie until she starts curling off, and then as she kind of rolls in one direction, I leap off her in a different direction. And I'm gonna try to, I pull out my own tiny cutlass in comparison to everyone else's, because I'm so short, and I'll try to fight my way. And the whole time I'm trying to find the captain of this vessel and try to single them out.
Right, I'll give you 5 dice again for that.
Nice.
There's a lot of detail there. I think yours probably falls under captain again.
Yeah.
It's not particularly acrobatic. Aggie, you're going to be using your stampedes. This is going to be 4s or less you're looking for on your 3 dice. That depending on how many you want to allocate. And Penelope, I guess we're going with refined lady.
Yeah, swinging her hat around.
Well, is that going to be the stampede, and then I'm using the sort of strong as ox thing as well,
Oh,
isn't it?
Well, you would use stampede because you're literally doing the stampede
Oh,
thing,
right.
right?
Okay. Yeah, I suppose so.
But you have 3 dice, so how do you want to split your 3 dice between action and defense?
I think I'm going to go 2 action and 1 defense.
Okay. Croak.
I think I'm gonna go 3 action and 2 defense, because I'm trying to defend myself while I
Yeah.
keep an eye out for the captain.
And Penelope, out of your 4 dice, how much do you want to allocate to action?
All of them.
All action, okay.
She's
Oh,
not
no.
paying any mind to anything. She's just swinging wildly.
Okay, so usually like demolishing the crew as you kind of like plow into them. They've wrecked your ship as it's kind of pulled in towards them as well. And as the two forces collide, you can see the merchant commander standing at the rear of the ship with his like cadre of elite sort of bodyguards, and you can tell they've got a better quality of weapons. They've got like a silver cutlass with an ornate sort of handle. The captain himself has got the tricorn with like a red plume feather coming out one side of it. And he just like shouts to them, "Ready, men! Give them no quarter!" I think I myself 4 dice for that one. Okay, so roll your dice.
Do I
And you'll-
roll 2 dice then, since it's
You
2
will roll
action?
2 dice, yes.
Yeah, okay.
And if you
And I'm 4 since
You
it's
are 4,
refined lady.
yes.
Yeah.
And then I just rolled a
Well, I got
3.
1. Oh, you rolled really well.
Well, you want to roll low. That's the point.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean you roll 3 dice? Yeah.
Because I did 2 defense, so yeah. And you don't roll defenses, right?
You do not roll defenses,
See,
no.
with the 4 on 4, what does that mean? Like, does that mean I
Okay.
didn't get it? I
No,
failed?
anything
Yeah.
that's 4 or less is a success for you. So all
Alright,
4
okay.
of your dice are success. But why did you? No, sorry, that's not yours.
No.
Aggie. So you got 1 success, Aggie.
Okay.
Penelope got 4, which this is just annihilating me. And you got another 3. Think how much plot armor I get because 3's not good enough.
My head is bigger than yours.
Yes, Penelope's hat is surprisingly effective as she just like
It's
smashes.
full of hat pins. It's full of hat pins to keep it on her head in the wind of the ship.
Sure, and several of the Defender crewmen are like clutching their eyes, going like, "Ah, my eyes! She's blinding me!"
It's more of like they're trying to fight you, but like you're distracting them while the other pirates like get the drop.
There's this giant hat with feathers and just
It's like, why
flinging
is-
around.
Yeah, definitely. With all those pins.
Aggie, your rolling is not as effective, but you are going to like just like barrel roll, and your damage is more so caused by the guys leaping out of the way to try and avoid you, and some of them have to like jump overboard to get away from you at the end. And your rolling is kind of brought to a stop as you
Right.
smash into one of the posts. But Aggie's going to lose another plot armor, and
Oh,
Penelope is going to
why?
lose 2 plot armor
Oh no!
How's that? Why do I? lose
because I
plot
got
armor?
2 successes, and you had 1 defense.
Yeah, but I have 1 defense.
Yes,
Oh,
so you blocked 1, but you take the second one.
Alright, okay.
Your defenses are like automatically cancelling out my successes.
Oh, okay.
And like mines are directing it per person. So if I roll 2 successes, for instance,
And
it
you,
goes against everybody.
can we question that? You know, because you were
Now
saying.
I'm doing my
that we-
description, you can veto it. You can't question my dice roll.
Oh, right, okay. But where's your dice roll? I don't see it.
I'm doing the dice in front of me physically.
Oh, right.
Because it's just easier rather than me having to look at it and scroll the screen up and down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Croak, so you're going to be able to single out the leader. And as you kind of like lead a charge towards him, your men follow you. And you just collide with his guard. And your much more experienced crewmen, in the vastly bigger numbers, just swarm and overwhelm them. And in a matter of moments, you have the captain of the other vessel at your mercy.
I would like to compare his hat to my hat.
Has-
And then seeing that his hat has a big red feather, I immediately just swap hats.
Just take his hat.
Yeah, he admits defeat. He's clearly overwhelmed. His crew are overwhelmed at this point, and they just don't have the wherewithal to fight back. Your crew handily take control of the ship.
Oh, what's the condition of our ship?
Yeah, you know, it's a sort of Pyrrhic victory. As you look over and you can see your ship is like in flames. The men are hurriedly trying to put them out, although there's not a lot of men left on your ship because they've all jumped onto this ship to fight. And there's just like a strip of nothingness where the cannons used to be. It's been like completely like ripped out by the other cannon fire, and your main mast is like fallen over, collapsed. So your ship is not moving anywhere anytime soon.
Well, good news, gentlemen. We don't have to move the cargo anywhere.
Yeah.
The captain gets on his knees and he's like, "I'll ask your mercy, Captain. Please treat my men well."
Yes. I'll run over to Penelope. I've never actually gotten this far before.
Oh no.
Should we just kill them all, or should we just throw them in the brig?
Well, from the books I've read, they usually throw people overboard.
That sounds fine to me.
Your crew are like all looking at each other because they've also never like had a victory before. And at the mention of throwing someone overboard, they pick up one of their own crew and hurl them over the side.
Wait, no, you. Oh, gee. Oh, well.
And
Was
then
that the cook?
A big
No,
cheer.
not our people.
A big cheer comes out from your own crew, like, "Hey!" And the merchant vessel crewmen that are left alive are looking at each other, wide-eyed in fear.
I think you just threw the cook overboard. Oh man. I'll go back to the defeated captain. Is your cook still alive?
Uh,
I just start, because I just, because I see that one's been thrown over, I just start throwing the
Shot-putting
the
them
other
off.
opponent.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm just like, throw over.
Sure, Aki's just starts like picking up crewmen and like throwing them overboard. Wait, no, we surrendered. Ah!
Wait, okay. Oh, jeez.
Swinging them over.
The merchant captain is just like, "You animals, we surrendered. What is this?"
Aggie like to throw things.
Okay, Haki, just stop throwing for a hot second. All right. I guess the rest of them, just tie them up and throw them in the brig. Maybe we could ransom the rest?
The captain like screws his eyes up, he's looking at Aggie, he's like, "Oh my god, is that thing a woman?"
I like to throw things.
Yes, you'll be able to
that's
tie up the crew, no problem, once your crew start organising themselves. You hear shouts from your crew on the other ship, yelling for your attention, Captain.
Oh, right. I guess I'll see what they want.
Captain, we're in a bit of bother over here. With several
get
large
my
holes
fun-
in the hull and we're on fire.
I get my thunder thighs and I start shaking the boat towards the other boat.
He's just rocking the boat towards the other boat.
Yeah.
I feel like that's big and beautiful. You want to roll 1 dice for her.
for sure.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, not one. Yeah, one dice because you described rolling it. Okay, what are you doing, Croak?
I'll try to order them to, I guess, like, you know, gather up what you could salvage, what you could save, and I think the ship's just lost. just leave it and come aboard.
What about you, Penelope?
She's going to escort people to the brig, but first she's going to ask their captain. Captain, sorry to bother you, but where might your brig be?
This captain just looks bewildered. He does not know what's happening. How the hell did his crew lose to these people? Yes, ma'am. Let me show you the way. He's still a gentleman. He's still going to like take you down there and show you where it is. He kind of sidesteps along some of your crewmen, who are like hungrily staring at him, twitching the knives and cutlasses in their hands. Imagine one of them's got like a monkey on its shoulder, and the monkey's just like blowing raspberries at him.
Nice.
Yeah, I think one dice each you will have. Just one. Right, Aggie, this is not going to go well for you. Or for anyone. You start trying to rock the boat back and forth by running side to side, or even just leaning side to side as you stand in the centre, in an effort to try and make it move closer to the other ship. But the boat does indeed start to like tip side and side, and you start to lose some cannons off one side of the boat as they just like slide out into the water below.
Amazing.
Croak, your guys in the other ship are able. I mean, you just didn't have a lot. You had your like general supplies,
Sorry.
but these are like there's more rats on your ship than anything else.
Yeah.
So they're just like picking up sacks and boxes and barrels and shaking all the rats out of it and then throwing them, just hurling them over there, trying to get over as quickly as possible.
No, forget all the other stuff. Forget all the perishables. Get the rum. The rum. Get the important shit.
I think with your successful, you'll get the rum.
Hey.
Penelope, the captain takes you down below deck to where the brig is. And you can see there's like a single guy in there with like dark skin and like darker tattoos along his arms. And he's just like dressed in rags with a shackle around one leg. And like a single cell that's down there.
Oh, good afternoon, sir. I've brought you some friends.
Oh, hello, madame. Is something happening outside?
Oh, just a spot of bother. I wouldn't worry about it.
Oh, begging your pardon, my lady, but if it's not too much bother, perhaps you could set me free while you're locking up my captors?
No. And she's just shoving people into the cell.
The man looks genuinely like hurt and just sort of like sits down quietly in the corner. As the merchants and their captains sort of shuffle in and stand awkwardly crammed shoulder to shoulder in this tiny little cell as you lock the gate and take away the key. So you have the boat. What do you want to do?
Immediately look through everything, every possible space, and try to find anything of value, and hope to God that this whole venture was worth it.
Yes, Penelope's gonna go looking around for actual expensive things.
Yes.
She doesn't trust the guys to know what's actually expensive.
Okay.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So you're going to like the captain's quarters to look for expensive stuff then?
Yeah.
Whereas you're going to look in the hull?
Yeah.
Okay, so in the hull there are like crates and sacks and barrels full of spices and linens that have been transported. These would be worth a lot of money to the right vendor. In the captain's quarters, it's very ornate. This is much nicer than wherever you've been sleeping for the last 6 months. The furniture is like nice polished wood. He's got sort of like a brass globe sitting in one corner. He's got like fine cigars. You can see the cutlery is all like silver and ivory. And he has papers just laying out across the table. And even the paperweight that he has is this sort of a model of the globe with a little ship on it that has a magnet that you can kind of move around.
Oh damn.
He probably has some like fine art on the wall, not a lot of it, maybe a couple of them. Like a picture of a man who looks kind of like himself standing next to a horse with a forest and a mansion in the background. What catches your eye on the table with all these charts and maps and stuff like that is one that's like a parchment that looks much older than the rest. What about Aggie? What's Aggie done after she's done tipping all the cans off the ship?
Aggie's getting the barrel of rum and just like lifting it up and then just goes, "Here, men, some rum for everyone."
Is she drinking it herself now?
Yeah, she's drinking it from the barrel. She's just
Yeah.
taking the whole barrel and she's going like
So
that. And
all
like
the men start
drinking
just going chug, 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 chug. And when Aggie finishes the whole barrel, they all just let out a cheer. Yeah, a massive belch. And they all just like cheer loudly and start like firing guns into the air.
rum, rum, rum for
one
my
of the-
tom, tom, tom.
And one of the men who'd like crawled up onto the rigging in the crow's nest gets hit by a bullet and just falls down dead.
Amazing, I fucking love it. We're a bunch of dipshits.
She's not just doing that, she's like drinking it and then she's pouring it on one of the guys, you know, and she's just like laughing, just like, you know.
Yeah. She's having a grand old time.
Yeah, the guy like rips his shirt open and you start pouring it over his like disgusting old hairy body.
Yeah.
It quickly on top deck it just devolves into an orgy.
Oh fuck! All right.
No,
Well, you
I'm
know.
not doing the orgy.
Well,
but
just devolves into debauchery then. There's maybe an orgy
Yeah.
on in one corner, but there's other things going on.
For sure.
Men start gambling and like pulling out all the not soldiers' clothes, the merchant defenders' clothes, and like just tearing them to pieces as they try to divide them between themselves in an extremely sort of violent and unorganized fashion.
A lot of drunken sea shanties singing. But yeah, I think once he's kind of like stuck his face into every like box or barrel in the cargo hold, Kroark will make his way up to the captain's quarters and I guess check out whatever Penelope's looking at when she gets back.
I had a text file that had the whole thing planned out here, and I think it's closed. Yeah, unfortunately, Penelope is the one that has the item of interest. Here we go.
Yeah, no worries.
Here's my text file.
can just imagine as well that Aggie, there's like a wee dog on the boat and she's like, "Come to mama." The dog is just like running away.
Yeah, it's like this little, it's a little tiny Spanish
It's
breed.
wee ragged
Yeah.
dog. Yeah.
It's like
The captain's dog.
with a little bow in its hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aggie's just chasing it around.
Yeah, there's all these scenes going on in the background, and Aggie's just like running up and down the deck chasing this tiny little dog. Yeah, I mean, Croak, if you're going to go off after you've surveyed the goods and told your men to secure it or whatever, so it doesn't get accidentally like ripped apart or thrown overboard.
Yeah, during the party.
Because your men have never won before, they don't know what to do now that they've actually got something.
Yeah, no, I've definitely done the Tortuga thing and just grabbed whoever signed on.
And looking out, one of the ports on the side, you can see the ship on the other side just slowly like sinking into the water.
Sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
You come into the captain's quarters and you can see Penelope in there, fidgeting with whatever she wants to fidget with.
I've found a gold sextant, and there's a map on the table.
A gold what?
A sextant. It's used for navigation.
That's definitely what I thought that was used for.
I love how you're the captain, you don't know what a sextant is.
The worst pirate
Oh,
you've ever
don't
heard
be
of.
crass. Men.
Okay, well, sure, we have a golden thingamabobber. Well, what's the other?
Thingamabobber.
What's all these papers say? I can't read.
Well, this older one appears to be some sort of a treasure map, I believe.
Yes.
I don't know. I've not seen one before.
Yeah, it's not written in English. It's in some sort of like runic language.
I don't recognize the language.
Yeah, the moment she says treasure map, I very, very childishly swipe it from her hands and just excitedly take a look over, see if I can recognize any like markings or like maps of like the lands that it might be leading to, like the navigational charts.
Yeah, you're like
My,
turning it around in your hands at different angles. You even like flip it over.
please go amiss.
I can't read, but
Rude.
I could definitely chart a course. So that's why I'm trying to like see where this map might lead to.
But yeah, the language on it doesn't give you any clues as to what it is, and you do not recognise the island it is depicting. You'll need to take this to someone who can tell you what it is.
Does it look like there was any sort of progress being made on the like a course being drawn up or starting to be drawn up or anywhere?
There have been notes on the table. It looks like there's been attempts made to decipher the language. But you can't read, so that doesn't help you anyway.
Yeah. So, what else have you found? Anything go? Did any of the prisoners say anything to you, or?
No, just tried to get me to release them.
All of them? We
doesn't-
literally just beat them.
Doesn't seem to be much of value here.
I wouldn't say that. The cargo's got a lot of good stuff. Plus, we have a brand new boat. I mean, the other one, I don't think
it
we
was
even changed the
ghastly.
name.
One of your men comes flying through the window of the cabin, like smashing into one of the tables and the bookshelves. Oh, sorry, Captain. Got a bit carried away there. He's got no bottom half of clothing on. He's just got a shirt on. He gets up and bows quickly and then runs outside.
I never.
I mean, if you've ever been to Chainbreak Bay, that's basically all this is.
Oh my.
Aggie comes stampeding in because she's got the dog and she's like, God doggy, God doggy.
Oh no.
The poor thing is just covered and she's just like rubbing its head, just like
I will love it and
Just a bit
squeeze it
rough.
and call it
Call it
George.
George.
It's with its top of its like its wee ears, and she's just like roughly
Squishing it.
squishing it. Yeah.
I love her so much. This is probably a stupid idea, and I'll flip the map over and point at the runes on the map at Aggie. It's like, can you read this, or at all?
Doggy.
Well, that was. I can't really be mad at that. That was exactly what I expected. All right, let's go have a word with the former captain of whatever this ship was called.
So your ship was called the Mary Sue.
Mary Sue.
Okay. Fair enough.
This ship is called Titanic.
Oh, that's ominous.
Oh, Titanic, such a fortuitous name.
So
Yeah, I'm sure nothing can be wrong.
when you go below deck, there's like a dozen men in uniforms standing straight up, shoulder to shoulder. There's barely breathing room in that cell for them. And there's one little guy who's severely underdressed compared to them, shackled in the corner. They're all kind of trying to keep at least 6 inches away from him. And when you come down, they're like, Captain, perhaps we could request a little more spacious accommodation. We won't be any trouble, I assure you.
Is there any other like cells in here, or is it just this one?
They just have one cell.
Well, as soon as we build a whole other brig in here, eventually. But first we have to make port, sell the cargo, potentially ransom you off. Some of you might get eaten when food stores get run out. I haven't quite decided yet. But more important issues at hand. Sorry, gents. Can anybody read this fucking map?
They'll kind of give each other the side eye for a second. Yes, we can all read.
No, but can you read this map? These markings.
Oh, no, we were attempting to decipher that map, but it's in some strange foreign language.
Aggie likes to eat the legs. She loves the legs.
She's just mumbling in the corner. Oh, I love the legs.
Aggie, you're adorable, but sometimes you are fucking terrifying.
When the captain sees that you're holding his dog, he goes, Jemima! What are you doing to my dog?
She loves me.
Please don't hurt Precious.
Precious. Precious.
I'll
Dog
try to.
Dog
Kroark will try to make his way over to the other guy that was already in the brig and just like it's like, wait a second, I don't recognize you. You're not in uniform. What are you doing here?
Oh, I was taken captive.
Oh, what'd you do?
Nothing. And he throws a glance up at the troops standing next to him. He keeps saying troops, the merchants.
Yeah, no, that sounds about right. Penelope, do you have the key to the brig?
I do. And she reaches down into her bodice and just keeps reaching and like, oh, jeez. Oh, bother. There we go. Yes. There you go.
And you were using your hat as a weapon? You could have had like a whole sword or a rifle down in there.
Imagine as she was leaning down, like all the men in the cell were like leering over because they've been at sea for
Yeah.
quite a while.
I mean, Kroark especially, but it's just like, what the fuck?
I think like Aggie as well, like she thinks like the captain is precious, so she's got the captain, you know, under her arm, and she's got the
Oh,
So when,
no.
so when they open the door, you grab the
and
captain.
she's going, precious, precious, doggy, doggy.
So you're holding
Jesus.
him, he's holding his wee dog, and he's making like kissy faces at the dog. Just don't worry, Daddy's here.
All right, that was fucking weird. All right, I'll shove my way, you know, kind of just haphazardly waving my little cutlass in the air as I stand at like knee height almost. It's like, all right, scoot out of the way, make my way towards the other guy that was already in the brig, and just be like, you know, what's your name, sir?
Okay, so just shuffling the other guys out.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, not shuffling them out, but
Well,
I'm definitely trying to.
there's no room for you to shuffle in.
Right, I guess I'm shuffling them out. Aggie, if any of them get any, you know, bright ideas, eat them.
I like the legs.
Very good, and yeah, then I'll start like, you know, just lightly whacking them with like the flat of the blade, just
Yeah.
like in their shins and in their ass.
Some of the men as they come out are like because they're pressed in so tightly. You can see several of them are like bleeding because they've been stabbed and whatnot in the fighting.
Yeah, if any of them are a little slow, I give them a little poke with my sword, just to really get them going.
But yeah, this guy just kind of like sat calmly in the corner, just, you know, watching them all leave. And he's like eye level with you because he's, you know, sat down as you approach him.
All right, I'll try this again. Show him the map. Can you read this?
Maybe. What's in it for me?
I can get you out of here.
And where would you take me?
Wherever this map leads.
I don't want to go there.
Well, why not? What's wrong with it?
He like, draws, like, kind of pulls his hand across the map. These lands are extremely dangerous, and no men who have set foot there have ever returned.
Well, if it's so dangerous, why would they set foot there?
He like draws his hand across some of the letters. It speaks of a treasure more valuable than any known to man. This treasure also grants the gift of eternal life, and it's hidden here on these islands.
And you can help us chart a course there?
He sits back and he crosses his arms. Why would I want to go to such a place?
The treasure, immortality, you literally just said it.
But it is cursed. You will not survive these islands.
Then how do we know it gives eternal life if no one's lived?
Exactly. If there are no survivors, where do the stories come from?
Sir, your logic makes no sense.
I did not write the map. I could only read what is written. But if you wish to go there, I can show you the course.
Yeah, just chart us the course and we'll drop you off on the way there.
Yes, you give me safe passage and we have a deal.
Sweet. All right, Penelope, let him go.
It's been a pleasure doing business with you, sir.
It's a clink as the shackles fall off from him. There's a slight chill in the air for a second to make you all shiver. The captain yells out, from underneath Aga's arm. What are you doing? You can't free that man. He's a murderer.
Well, yeah, but so am I. Just slowly blink at the captain, pirates.
The captain realizes the sheer futility of his position as Aga just strokes his head one more time.
Doggy.
All right, the rest of you back in the brig. Aggie, I guess you could keep that one out. I don't know. Don't let him cause any trouble.
What one of them? I want to eat the legs.
Aggie, we have food stores. I was just saying that to scare them.
Aggie like eating the legs.
All right, I'll just point at one of the random merchants. Just like you, you're about half dead, aren't you?
It's clutching his side where it's bleeding, and he shakes his head furiously. No, I'm fine. And he tries to stand up straight and goes, ah.
Right, that one.
Aggie breaks one of the legs off and
Jesus!
Oh my God, Aggie!
and starts eating it like a drumstick.
The guy's
and then
leg.
starts feeding and then starts feeding it to the dog and also to
I'm
the
going to use my
captain.
veto here and say no. That's too
Right.
much.
That's a bit much.
That was a bit much. Just leave it at that.
I could see her trying though, yanking on his leg, trying to get it off.
I can see her just yanking his leg and holding him upside down.
Yeah.
It's just dragging him to the, kitchen or whatever.
Does anyone have any crisps or cake or salted beef?
I think, given the time period, salted beef is far more likely.
Yeah,
especially.
Penelope reaches down her bodice again and shuffles around in there.
Yeah, Aggie's
Pulls
just
out a piece of
eating-
hardtack.
Aggie's just eating the salted beef and just giving the dog it with the disapproval of what's called the captain.
You can't be feeding her that. She's a very sensitive palate. The dog's just hungrily lapping it up.
Doggy like it. Fishes want some beef.
Okay, so what are we doing, Croak?
Definitely heading back to the captain's quarters to chart a course for the
Sure.
the cursed treasure.
Yeah, you just go
I
up there.
definitely want it.
The prisoner guy who looks very thin and malnourished, but the way he walks, it's as if he's gaining strength with every step. And you just get into the captain's quarters, and he looks around. Oh, it's very nice in here.
There you go.
He takes the quill, dips in the ink, and just starts to carefully draw a course for you across the nautical maps. and then like draws a neat X where the islands are positioned. One of these islands up in the north here.
Nice. While he's doing that, I'm of course kind of just checking, making sure he's not pulling anything funny, but also I want to see, because you said he had tattoos. Do I recognize any tattoos, or is it like, can I get any clues as to his identity or where he's from?
Yeah, you can try and do that, I guess. This is gonna be like kind of one-on-one facing with him.
Yeah, I'm Krark's definitely going to try to just keep up the air of, oh, I'm just an idiot, I don't know what I'm doing. So if he is trying to trick me, I pretend to just let him
Sure.
take advantage of me.
So would that describe that? So I'll have 2 dice as mysterious man would be my trait. And I guess you're just going to be quick thinking. Yeah?
Yeah, quick thinking or charismatic, either way, it's the same.
I think you probably just have the 1 dice as well. You try to get a 4 or less.
All right, here we go.
But I got 1 success.
Ooh, same.
Well, we both just lose a plot armor. How many plot
damn.
armors did you have?
I'm pretty sure I had 2, last I heard.
Okay, so you're down to 1.
Yeah.
Arguably, this is a separate scene, but don't matter, man. Yeah, yeah, he doesn't seem to be pulling any tricks. But there's definitely something not right about this guy. He just gives off a vibe and aura that unsettles you. The tattoos he has, some of them you might vaguely recognize as occult symbols.
Okay. So yeah, I might not know everything about that, but I can definitely make a connection of like, okay, this guy's got some weird shit.
You've seen people who are meant to be witches and mystics, with these kind of symbols or symbols similar to them.
Yeah. So I'll try to commit some of these symbols to memory just in case if I see them later on or whatever. But I'll definitely make a note that this guy isn't to be trusted. But yeah, once he's done charting the course, I'll clap my hands excitedly and just go, all right, where would you like to be dropped off, Mr. Mysterious Friend?
You could call me Samuel.
Samuel! Where would you like to be dropped off?
I think perhaps your Chainbreak Bay. Yes, that would suit me.
Curious place for a vacation. Don't get too many occultists there.
I am told it is a place where a man can be free.
Oh, ain't no place that's freer. But yeah, why don't you go outside, enjoy the festivities with the crew, and we'll chart our way to Chainbreak Bay.
Very well. He just leaves the quarter. He goes out onto the deck, pulls up a deck chair, and just sits down and crosses his legs and leans back, just watching everyone go by. The crew are still in full-on sort of celebratory mode until you come out and address them. So what'd you tell them?
I tell them, all right, lads, rest up and drink up, because tomorrow we're sailing back home to Chainbreak Bay, and I kind of wave around the rolled up parchment, and then we're off to our next venture.
So, hey! Cheers coming up from all of them. Some of them in less graphic positions than others.
God.
And the ones who are a little more about their business, about their duties, start getting the rigging and stuff in order so you can actually get moving again. There's a kind of crunch sound, and you all look over and you can see your ship on the other side is just kind of caved in the middle as it's starting to go deeper and deeper under the water.
Alas, the Mary Sue, we hardly knew ya.
As your ship begins to pull away, you hear a little voice from the water hey, you're forgetting about me.
Oh no.
Oh shit, Jerry, I forgot.
Oh, my book.
Oh yeah, if it was on the boat, if it was on the Mary Sue, yeah, it's gone. But yeah, I'll quickly, and haphazardly try to get a boat down to pick up the guy that we threw over by
Sure.
accident.
Hastily drop one of the little rowboats.
Yeah.
A couple of guys row over and like hook him and pull him out of the water, where he's like half drowned. Unceremoniously, just like throw him back up on the deck and roll him around until the water's out of his lungs.
Amazingly, strong swimmer for swimming that long while we were doing all this.
He's probably used to it.
Yeah, probably.
Not his first time overboard.
Anytime someone says throw him overboard, they just assume it's this guy.
Why don't you all roll me one dice for randomness?
Only for randomness.
Me too.
Yeah, everybody. So that's going to be... Oh, nice. Okay, yeah, so you set sail, and it's going to be, like a day or so to get to Chainbreak Bay. Across the open ocean. And everything seems to be going fine. You're probably like lounging around, enjoying the spoils of war. This prisoner guy occasionally gets up to stretch his legs, walking back and forth, but he gets himself a sip of water out of the water barrel. But largely he's just kind of content to keep to himself and not do anything. And the crew busy themselves and get about, with the job of actually steering the ship. And then about noon, midday, the day before you arrive, you hear someone like shouting from the crow's nest. Shark! Shark to port!
A shark?
Shark.
Quick.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, on you go.
I was just gonna say I'll just look out to where the lookout's shouting at and see what's so special about the shark.
Yes, there's a large black triangle sticking out of the water. It's kind of zigzagging its way in the direction of the ship.
Well, that doesn't seem so bad. I mean, it's just a little shark.
The bell in the crow's nest starts dinging, like ding 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 ding. It's like shark, big shark.
Oh, wait, it's not that far away? Yeah, I immediately start just turning around, barking orders like, get the cannons loaded! Harpoons and everything!
Okay, so you're going to give that order. Aggie, what do you want to do?
With the shark.
Mm-hmm.
What are you saying? Well, I just want to pick up the shark and then throw it.
Well, it's in the water, like a good
Yeah,
distance
you'd have to
away.
get to it.
Looking out, you maybe have a better sense of perspective than your captain, and you can see that is an enormous fin.
Okay. I say to them like, start steering the boat. We need to start steering the boat.
Is it not your job to steer the boat?
Well,
Yeah,
I
you're
was
the host.
I was too preoccupied with.
Okay, yeah, so you
The-
tell
with the
someone else to
doggies.
steer the boat, okay? What about you,
Yeah.
Penelope?
Penelope looks for she gets a spyglass because she wants to identify this species of shark.
Okay.
And she goes to fetch some books from the captain's quarters
yep.
to see if she can find a book on marine life.
Okay, so just like flicking through the pages quickly. So you can have 2 dice. The other 2 are going to have 1 dice each. How do you just want to allocate these?
Defense.
Oh, okay. Aggie, do you want defense or action?
Defense.
And Penelope, you've got 2 dice. How do you want to allocate them?
Both action.
With action, okay. So you can roll your 2 dice, the other 2 are not going to roll them. And this will be under your educated, so a 5 or less. I am going to roll under the skill Megalodon,
Oh no.
Oh goodness.
and I'm very good
That-
at being a Megalodon.
Oh no.
That's a 1, right?
Just 1 dice,
The-
yeah. Just 1 dice, 'cause I only described the fin and that was it. Oops.
No, I bet that's the trait worth, right?
No.
Oh shit.
Yes, so I get 1 success, so you guys block that.
Oh my god.
For this scene, Penelope is going to lose a plot armor. So you're down to 2.
Uh-oh.
But you
No,
do...
that would leave me at none.
No, but this is a new scene, so you've got 3
Oh,
again.
new scene. Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
okay. I didn't
Oh,
realize it
nice.
was like every
So we've
scene.
got 3.
Yeah, it's like Fate, if you've ever played that. You get... It refreshes every time
have.
it's in like a new setting or scene.
Yeah, I haven't played Fate, so I didn't
cool.
know that. But okay,
So-
that's yeah. I'm
And-
a
So
little
we've got
less.
3. Yeah.
And Penelope gets 2 successes against me, and I had no defense, so I am down to... Yes.
So she has identified the shark as Megalodon.
Yeah, Giganticus megalodonus. An extremely rare but ferocious species of megalodon, which grows to an unimaginable and physics-defying size.
Which I suspect could wreak havoc upon a ship.
It could very well like chomp through this ship in 1 or 2 bites, depending on how old it is.
Captain, I strongly suggest we do not engage with this beast if possible, and perhaps get away.
Right?
I'm not sure we have a harpoon large enough to kill it.
No, that's not what the intention was. That was just to hopefully scare the beast off. But definitely full canvas, all ahead full.
Yeah, you can see like the rising wake of water either side of the fin as it's getting closer to you, and it's now on a dead-on intercept course with your vessel.
Oh, good.
The foam is like kicking up like tens of feet high, and as it gets closer, the fin is actually going to start going like smaller and deeper as the thing starts to dive under the water.
Oh, come on, that's cheating.
Well, this is how sharks attack. They go down and then they burst up like a bullet one.
Yeah, no, Krork's just saying that's cheating.
So that's going to give me 2 dice
Oh boy.
for Megalodon. What are you guys doing?
Defense.
Yeah, but what are you doing?
Defense.
What are your orders, Captain?
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, try to steer the ship in a direction that gets us the most wind, because right now we need to get
Back.
as fast as possible away from where it's about to get us. Yeah, so I'm shouting at men to get the cannons ready, to not open fire until you see the whites of its eyes. Which is dumb because sharks have
Black eyes, yep.
Yeah, so. But Krork doesn't know that. He doesn't know how to read. But yeah, he'll tell them that, and then he's shouting at men to get the sails full and ready to go. And since Aggie's not at the helm, shouting at whoever happens to be closest to it to steer us in whichever direction the wind is blowing.
So you're like, take the damn wheel, and like throw some guy on the wheel.
Yeah, just like, I don't care if it's your job or not, just fucking pull it this way.
Okay, so you're gonna have 4 dice. Aggie, what would you like to do?
Defense.
No, but what are you doing? Like, tell me what you're doing.
Oh, okay. I'm just like, you know, what's called getting all the sort of alcohol barrels ready and cannonballs ready.
No, not the rum.
So you're lining up barrels of rum and cannonballs.
Yeah, to throw at it if
Sure.
it comes. To
Okay, so
me,
yeah,
if
you're
it's
gonna work like a cannon yourself, launching things.
Yeah, even though I'm defense, but it's just like I'm just.
No,
you
the
know,
action
get it all
doesn't matter.
ready.
Yeah. Aggie does one thing, and that is throwing things, and she does it very
Yeah.
well.
So I'm gonna give you 1 dice for that, Aggie, because you know you're just kind of doing one thing.
Okay.
And Penelope, what would you like to do? You've got a better idea of what's coming than anyone else.
She is battening down all the hatches and running around furiously, trying to tie things down and gathering buckets because she's sure this thing's gonna ram the ship and we're gonna be bailing water.
Yeah, when you go there.
Okay. So basically, as well, what's called Aggie's gonna use the people that you know that what's called that we've got hostage as bait so that nobody else can see it.
Okay, so you line up all your stuff so it's ready to get thrown when it approaches, and then you run back downstairs, pull one of these guys out of the cage, and then he's like, "What the? Where are you taking me now? I'm not a dog."
Just dangle him off the side of the boat.
And then,
Hopefully,
and
that's
then what? You tie him up with rope, or like putting a fish hook into him? Like, what are you doing?
What I'm doing is I'm just gonna tie him to the what's called one of the barrels, so that when I'm throwing it, it'll just throw with him. So like the shark can eat him.
Okay, I'll bump you up to 3 dice in that case.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Penelope, did I tell you how many dice you got?
No.
I think 2 dice for you. Running around, tying stuff down, and grabbing barrels.
Yeah.
How do you want to split these between action and defense?
I'm definitely going all defense because I am purposely
all defense.
trying to.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's sensible.
5 dice.
I'm gonna do all action again.
All action, okay. You, Aggie.
I'm gonna do probably 2 defense, 1 action.
He's already covering you for 4 defense at the moment, though.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe 2 action and 1 defense.
Sorry, I'm
then.
wrong though. He's covering himself for 4. You're not covered.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So
yeah.
you want to go 2 and 1?
So I want 1. I want 1 action, 2 defense.
Okay, and I'm gonna have. Shit, I'm gonna have 2 dice. Okay, so everyone roll your dice. Croark doesn't roll any. Oh, I got double ones.
Oh, so 5 is 1, isn't it? So
Your trait is going to be.
strong as ox.
Well, no, because you're not throwing anything yet, right? Oh no, I suppose you are, because you're going to throw when it gets
Yeah.
there. Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
You got 2 then. Well, you get your 1. Penelope is going to get. What does this come under for Penelope? Impractical attire.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense.
Oh no.
She's probably soaked and
So you
trying to run around.
Yes, but leaning over and picking things up and tying things down is not what this outfit is made for. You might even have the big wireframe under your skirt that's kind of stopping you from getting too close to things. And you're like slipping and sliding all over the place as the ship's rocking backwards and forwards. So, this giant shark comes like leaping out of the water.
Oh my goodness.
Oh shit.
There's definitely nothing that we can do it.
I've definitely seen this video before.
Croark, you and I guess the ship, as a consequence, are going to be fine because you beat my 2 actions.
2 defense as well.
Aggie, you're going to be fine because you're blocking about 2. But poor Penelope, as this thing comes out of the water, all the spray and just the wave that kind of like comes outwards from it as it comes shooting out, it misses the ship, but the wave is going to cause the ship to rock and you're going to fall overboard.
Shit.
Ah!
So you're going to lose 2 plot armor.
Oh no, she's drowning.
The
So
shark
that'll
is...
be none then, right? Or is
Yeah,
this
well if you're down to 0 then yeah. So you are like out of action
drowning.
for the scene, so yeah, you're just like struggling in the water. You can't do anything until someone like helps you. This massive shark is just like mid-air about to come crashing down on the ship. This big massive cavernous wide mouth with all these razor sharp teeth, just rows and rows of them ready to just like swallow you all whole, or at least land on the ship and smash it to smithereens with its monstrous size. And I would take 2 dice for that. So Croark and Aggie, what do you just want to do?
I definitely am going to leap over, and I literally just like full on drop kick the other guy that's on the helm to just get him off the wheel. As Croark will take the wheel and yank it in a just really tight, trying to make the boat immediately like turn to the side and probably just narrowly escape the jaws of the beast. Probably get tossed by the impact of the shark hitting the water, but trying to avoid the maw.
I'm going to say 2 dice for that. That sounds right.
Yeah, that sounds right.
What about you, Aggie? You're going to see or hear Penelope sploosh over the side as you're wrapping up your fish bait guy.
I'm gonna be like trying to scoop up Penelope and other crew members.
Okay, how are you going to scoop her up though? Tell me what you do. It's going to happen, so tell me how you do it.
So I get some of the flag of the ship, and then I just make it as in one of those sheet things, and I just kind of pull it over so that they all go on the sheet and I pull it up.
Oh, like a net, you mean?
Yeah, net. That's what I meant to say. Yeah.
All right, so she's fishing me out.
Yeah, fishing. Yeah.
I'll give you 2 dice as well. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm only rolling 2 dice, so bear that in mind. Right, how do you want to split them between action and defense?
I think I'm gonna. So is that Are we doing the 2 action, 1 defense? Or no, I can't do that, can I? Because I've only got 2 dice, so 2
Yeah, but you could do like
then.
one in each, or
2
in each, whichever.
1 in each is probably better. 1 in each.
I think I'll also do one in each. To.
Okay, 1 on each. Okay.
Yeah.
Roll. Okay, so I think strong is an ox again for Aggie, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's a matter of strength, throwing it and then holding. And Quark, I think captain, yeah?
Yeah.
We use it all the same, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it really doesn't. I wish I did a little bit more variance, but oh well.
Okay, so you both got 1 dice to roll. Aggie's on a 5 or less and you're on a 4 or less.
Oh no!
Epic fail.
Oh, but, okay, there you go.
Okay, I got 2 successes, so you're both going to lose 1 plot armor.
But then Aggie got the people up, didn't she?
Yes, because you said that's what happened, so that's what happened. The roll doesn't affect that.
Yeah, I'm still getting used to that, like it just happens sort of thing.
And Aggie, you got a success, so despite your captain not being able to turn the ship in time, perhaps the balance of your weight on one side of the boat causes it to tip a little further than it should, and narrowly misses connection with the shark as it plunges into the water just moments after you pull Penelope and the others, or Penelope anyway, out of the water. And this shark just splooshes, slams into the water beside you all and submerges into the depths, just leaving a swirl of waves around the surface. And the ship turns around, like doing the whole 180, 360. And as you come around, you're frantically looking at the horizon all around for this fin coming up again, but there's no sign of it.
Okay, anybody dead?
I think I might be.
I mean, if you're talking, you're not dead.
Fair point.
The
Okay, I wish I were.
the crewman that was tied up like fish bait is like hopping, tied up, and it's like, would someone please release me from this? I don't want to be eaten.
He just releases him.
Well, that was exciting, and I'm not sure
Like,
why.
back down you go.
Exciting! Exciting!
I got you.
Do you know how much this dress cost? And now
I
it's
saved your
ruined.
life. Penelope is my friend.
Oh no.
Friend.
She like squishes Penelope, hugging her. Just like squishing her.
Yeah, but, you know,
thank you, Aggie.
the dress might be ruined, but you got a bunch of those other clothes. Plus, there's some linens that we got down in the cargo hold too. Like you're fine. You didn't die. That's the important thing.
But did you die?
Exactly.
Salted beef?
No, thanks, dear. Salted beef like I'm a dog.
You hear the guy from the crow nest shouting, "Lanto!" There's just a speck on the horizon.
Ah, see? Look at that. Our fortune is already turning for the better. This day can only get better from here.
There's a crack of thunder in the air.
Better
just a bit of
indeed.
rain. It's just a bit of rain. We've sailed through storms before. All right. If the hatches haven't already been batten them down, and let's continue on to our quest for glory and immortality.
Yes, in a few hours you are well within sight of Chainbreak Bay. And as you're drawing close to it, you can see a number of other galleys, pirate ships are already sort of docked in preparation for the incoming storm. Black clouds loom over the sky above, or loom in the sky above. And before long a torrential rain starts, and you're all drenched, head to toe, soaked right through, before you even arrive at the bay. The familiar smell of gunpowder and rum in the air greets you long before you can even hear the sounds of the people fighting and dancing and singing.
I feel like Aggie jumps off, the sort of the wooden bridge path, and then as she's stampeding along, she's just
She's just what?
she's just taking the bridge thing with her, the wee deck. She's just like stampeding along, and it's just breaking
Like
down.
falling apart underneath of her.
Falling apart, and she's just
She's just carrying on oblivious.
yeah.
And we're all following behind her, like stumbling and trying not to fall through the cracks.
Short
And
is like on her shoulder, so he's just like bobbing about.
The dock goes from straight and narrow, or straight and fully repaired to all crooked and warped and wonky.
boards broken and
The guys at the far end of the pier are just like, "Lord, is she coming?"
Damn!
Penelope is soaking wet in this ridiculous gown, trying to maneuver across this rickety, half-broken board.
All while torrential rain.
Yeah, in the rain. So she's slipping and sliding and tripping.
I think Aggie sees her next conquest, which is a chicken that's just like, bobbing about. That's just like
She likes the
"Oh,
legs.
chicken."
It's like one of those cartoon chickens with the big eyes.
Yeah.
The seeds are coming and it's like, "Ah!" and it starts running away. What about you, Croak?
Definitely. I mean, not too bothered by the rain, but definitely trying to make my way to the nearest tavern for lots of drinking, stocking up on supplies and things.
You just leaving your crew to it, or?
You just see Aggie just like with this chicken going "Baka!" going through the tavern, and she's just running.
Yeah. Letting Penelope and Aggie do what they want, but I'll let the crew, the quartermaster and all that, get, stock us up for resupply and, all the things that we need, and get repairs done.
Yeah, I think quartermaster's gonna be like, "Hi, Captain, how are we supposed to get the loot off of the vessel? Look at the state of the dock. I said this before, but we really got to get her some rubber wings."
Yeah, but I mean, work with what we have. Just kind of walk around it. Just mind your steps.
She then just hugs him. She's like, "Captain," just like hugging.
I imagine the quartermaster is this extremely intelligent, capable former engineer that's just
For
like
sure.
brilliantly works his way around the multiple problems that you guys create all the time for the crew.
Yeah, he's aside from Penelope, he's probably the most educated person on the boat. and is not paid enough for the bullshit he deals with.
Yeah. And maybe too old for this shit kind of attitude.
Definitely. That doesn't really question or like, have too many ambitions to the contrary, but he's definitely not paid enough for this shit.
Aggie gets just like a bit of salted beef out of her pocket or back pocket and goes, salted beef?
What, to the chicken?
Oh,
To the quartermaster.
To the quartermaster.
Yeah, but you're away. You ran away chasing the chicken, man. You're not
Okay,
all
well, she does that to the chicken then.
Here, chicky. Yeah, I'll definitely let Aggie do her own thing because Lord help whoever tries to stop her.
Okay, so they're going to start unloading the stuff and try to get it onto the shoreline so it can be sold. And then everybody can actually get paid for the first time ever.
Yeah, my first successful venture as a captain.
I imagine the quartermaster's always, or the first mate is probably like to you. Captain, what should we do about... And he points up at the big, massive Iruda kingdom flag that's flying off the back of the ship.
Oh, right. Well, definitely got to get rid of that shit. Burn that.
Okay, he raises an eyebrow for a second. Burn it?
Oh wait, no, yeah, forget. We can use that to yeah. We'll definitely pull that down because we're in Chainbreak Bay. We don't need that. But yeah, definitely have somebody make us a new flag because we definitely. I don't think anybody grabbed it from the old Mary Sue.
He reaches over.
Oh, we could have a contest.
He reaches over and puts out the match that the other guy was lighting.
Yeah.
It's like,
I love this crew.
So he's like, pull it down, lads. Yeah, they'll start pulling that down. Hide up.
I love this crew. They just no questioning whatsoever. They just immediately go to do things.
Well, you're the captain. You're supposed to know what's to be done.
Yeah, they just assume you know what that you're doing. They don't question that.
Supposed to.
Okay, so when you find your way on shore, it's just like you imagine Tortuga or something like that being. It's just like all built up, these ramshackle housing, different guilds and sects and all the rest of it. And crews have kind of built the buildings just on top of each other with no kind of regard for the architecture or safety. There's lights flickering and you can hear like drinks being clanked to people drinking. There's probably numerous people kind of lying face down in the sand, either dead or just like completely comatose from the rum. You can probably tell the dead ones because the seagulls are picking over the bodies.
And they ain't got shoes.
Yeah, so I mean, what do you want to do here? Where do you want to go? Why is this music so spooky?
I don't know.
I just want to rain.
Yeah. Krog through it all is like trying to lead as best as he can, as best as he knows how to, but at the same time is also wanting to keep an eye out for Samuel and see what he's doing, if he like is out and about, or I definitely want to keep tabs on him. Like if Samuel leaves the ship, I kind of want Krog to follow him.
Okay, so you can have 2 dice.
Okay.
What's that's going to fall under? Well, it doesn't matter because they're all 4, so I'm going to be Samuel. I'm going to roll this. Okay, so what does this say to you? 2 dice?
Yeah, you said 2 dice.
Right, so let's have that. No, have 4 dice because you just get all that other stuff as well.
Okay.
I don't think Aggie and Penelope need to roll because Penelope, you're just kind of getting off the ship and
Chasing a chicken.
No, that was Aggie.
No, that's Aggie's chasing the chicken.
Sorry.
I'm struggling with my inappropriate attire.
Oh, okay. You can roll 3 dice as well then, Penelope.
Okay.
Aggie, I think you're okay because you're not like nearby when this is happening.
Yeah.
So you can split that dice between defense or action, however you want.
2 defense, 1 action.
But since you did say practical attire, I'm going to say that's what you're coming under.
Yeah.
Fair enough. This is a new scene, right?
Yes.
Okay. In that case, I will do. I'll do 3 action and 1 defense.
So roll your dice.
Okay, 2 successes.
You've been able to go 1. Well, I got 2 actions, so if that's more than your defense, you'll take plot armor.
Yeah. Okay, so down to 2.
Yeah, you don't see him stepping off the ship. You don't see him walking by you at all. But all of a sudden, Penelope, Samuel is like standing at the end of the pier, and he offers out a hand. He says, "Let me help you there, my lady."
Oh, thank you. It's so nice to have some manners.
Reach out and grip his hand. The tattoos down his arm begin to glow a kind of deep amber kind of colour. And there's like a flicker of amber flame like across his eyes for just a second. And your mind is filled with visions of like crews on ships and burning fire off the coast of some strange tropical looking island. There's the screams of like terror and pain just for like a split second, and it's gone. He just looks at you quizzically like, "Is everything okay, my lady?"
I've yeah, I'm fine. Yes. Sorry, just a little bit lightheaded from the ordeal.
Yes, it is a strange crew you have accompanied.
Strange is one way of putting it, yes.
Until we meet again then, and he gives you a little bow and turns and walks away, heading up towards one of the bars. Croak, you didn't see where he went, but you probably saw his interaction with Penelope.
I'll make my way over to her. Did I see like the tattoos glow or anything like that?
You didn't know, you didn't see that.
Okay. I'll just I'll walk over to him and be like, did he say anything where he was going?
No, but I've had some strange vision. As I took his hand, I could see burning ships and plunder and just terror.
Yeah, I don't particularly trust Samuel either.
The first of the men
But
will be getting off the piers with the sacks and the barrels now.
But I mean, now that he's off the ship and not sailing where we are sailing, I don't think he'll be much of an issue for us.
I wish I had your confidence.
Yes.
Well,
There you go.
I was just gonna say, well, don't think on it too much. Just try to dry off, clean yourself up, enjoy some time on land for a bit while we get everything sold off, paid off, and resupplied.
Don't worry your pretty little head.
Yeah, the spooky man's not on the ship anymore. We're all right.
Aggie, you want to roll 4 dice for me? This is going to be under big and beautiful, so you need ones.
Oh no.
Oh no, are we back to 3 again?
Yes, you are.
that's
You're back to 3.
dependent on-
You're fine. I'm not going to roll anything against you here. You just need to get a 1.
Out of the 4 dice, I
Well,
need
if
to
you
get
put
one.
if you put all 4 to action, yeah.
Or I wasn't putting all 4 to action.
How do you want to split them?
I was going to say 3 defense, 1 action.
Okay, so roll 1 dice, and you're looking for a 1.
What? It's possible.
Nope.
So you're not
Never
going to
mind.
lose any plot armor, but you do not catch that chicken.
Oh.
It goes like
Aggie.
splashes into the water and quickly learns how to swim.
The genuine disappointment in Laura's voice. Aww.
Wasn't even Aggie's disappointment. It was just
No.
Laura.
Aggie. Then again, poor chicken.
Yeah, so the crew are going to take the stuff onto shore. Take the quartermaster will take it where it needs to go to get sold, and he'll probably get you a fair price for it, and pocket himself a fair amount of compensation.
For sure. Krork is completely unaware.
But yeah, so what do you want to do while you're here with your map? Or are you just kind of resting up and getting drunk for the night?
I'll continue trying to stare at it and see if like anything ever like comes to me or anything like that. But Kroak will definitely uh probably after like a few minutes we'll just get bored and get pissed drunk. Like if anything starts glowing on the map or whatever. But yeah, if nothing happens, then he'll just get drunk.
No, I mean the map is as strange and alien and unreadable to you as it was before, but you do have a course plotted so you know where you're going in order to get there. But you don't want to do or have any kind of preparation before your crew set off the next time. You're just restocking basic supplies.
Yep, I have full confidence in this crew that I've only had for about a day now.
Okay,
Or a
so
few days.
I'm going to say you have 1 dice
Fair enough.
because you're just getting hammered. What about Aggie and Penelope? How do you spend your evening?
Penelope is going to strip off her ridiculous dress, but she's now going to be running around in her bloomers, which is, of course, still inappropriate attire.
Oh my gosh, I can see her ankles.
Well, in breakfast
Exactly.
bay, and Chamberlain Bay is probably completely fine.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
she'll obviously be awkward and uncomfortable and
the focus of everyone else's attention.
yeah.
I'll give you 2 days for that. What about you, Aggie? How do you spend your evening?
Yeah, Aggie's gonna have like a 10-course meal. She's been hungry, so
10-course meal.
Yeah, all that beef wasn't good enough there.
yeah.
You know, 10-course
like
meal
an
is just a light
appetizer.
snack.
10 course
Yeah.
and 1 appetizer. So I'll give
Yeah,
you,
she's got to watch her figure.
I will give my Aggie 1 dice as well. So split that as you want.
I'll go defense. Fuck it.
I'll
I'm a little
go.
paranoid.
I'll go defense. as
And
well.
practical
I'm
attire for
gonna
Penelope.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to defense.
Captain
With a
Blackthorn, you are the worst pirate I've ever heard of. That's what you're going to be under.
Yep.
And
Well, I've only got the 1 dice, so
and-
I can't. I'm not rolling.
Yeah, and Aggie, but I think you're going to be big and beautiful. Okay, so you're just going defense. Aggie, how are you going?
And defense.
Just 1 dice defense. And
Yeah.
sorry, Penelope, what did you say?
2 defense.
So nobody is rolling. You're all just going defense. Okay. Let's see. Chainbreak Bay. Well, let's go for rowdy pirates as the trait. And they're probably very good at being rowdy pirates.
Probably.
I didn't do a lot of describing for them though, so I'll just stick with 1 dice. Which isn't going to matter because you're all going to block that anyway. And you don't do any action against it. Yeah, so nothing kind of changes in the bay overnight. You know, you run around in your bloomers, you get harassed a little bit, but nothing serious. Just lots of like catcalls.
Yeah.
At least one of them was from Croark.
Yeah.
Croak's just going to kind of sit at his table all night and just end up getting absolutely slaughtered. He doesn't lose the map or anything like that. No one like steals any secrets off of him. Everything goes kind of pleasantly. This has been a really good haul for you guys. Aggie has like a full 10-course
Full
meal.
belly.
Yeah. And then in the morning she gets like served like a full breakfast as well. But Samuel is nowhere to be seen. I mean, you ask around, nobody else has seen him. And what really kind of creeps you out is when you ask the crew if they've seen them, they're like, who are you talking about? But,
Our crew didn't see him. Our own crew?
Interesting.
the
Now
storm...
that's unsettling.
Sorry, the storm clears in the morning, the sun is bright and high in the sky, and the birds are singing. The quartermaster cheerfully reports to you saying, all is well, Captain. Everything went swimmingly last night, couldn't have gone better.
Fantastic.
He gives you
Say,
I've made sure the crew have all been adequately paid, and here's your share, and he gives you like a bag of coins.
Indie coins.
don't
for
even
me.
count it.
Did you say jingly coins for you?
the shiny coins for me.
Oh, okay. I thought you said
Aggie gets like a
jingle-
shiny penny.
jingly coins.
Aggie just like grabs the coin back.
Yeah, so the
Yeah.
Quartermaster reports to you and he's like, we're all set, Captain, ready to set sail whenever you want. Where's this destination for immortal life?
Yes. Let's go ahead and make way as soon as possible. I have a sudden desire to be away from Chainbreak Bay. Too much weirdness going on suddenly.
Yeah, as you say that, like there's an ominous kind of ooh sound behind you. And you turn around and there's like a guy blowing into a jug.
Really?
Yes, too much weirdness. Just sort of squinting at the man and then just walking back towards the ship.
As you start walking away, he just starts going ooh, 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 ooh.
Aggie stampedes towards him because she's like so interested in it. So she's like ooh, and she just like grabs it off him and tries to do the same thing, but she fails.
Tries to copy him.
You just go. A
Alright,
drumstick
come on,
falls out from under your armpit.
All right, Aggie, stop playing with the pot. Let's go. We're going on an adventure. More shinies.
I throw it back to the guy.
It smacks him in the head, smashes, and knocks him unconscious. You dance away merrily, not knowing what you did.
Two other pirates immediately go and steal his shoes.
Yeah, and then the barkeep comes up to him and he's like, "Ah, that musician had one day to his retirement." It's, oh well, and then like another couple of them jump in with fiddles and start playing like a merry tune. Yeah, your crew are all like hungover. They're probably like half as many as there were when you arrived. But the ones that are kind of tempted by the lure of eternal life are making their way back to the ship.
Yeah, I'm so drunk I see twice as many, so we're good.
Head count?
Yeah, head count like 2, 4, 6. Yeah, we're good.
There's definitely more than 3 people on this boat, so we'll be all right.
I didn't know we had twins aboard.
Aggie reaches her position of thunderfying the boat.
Thunderlying.
Dates up and grapples the steering wheel between her thighs. Her dexterous thighs.
and jiggling.
All right, steady on, Aggie, steady on. And we'll follow the course charted by Mr. Samuel, who definitely is a trustworthy individual.
Who nobody saw.
I'm sure that's irrelevant information.
It was probably the liquor. Everybody was drunk. They've just forgotten.
Okay, since Aggie is steering, Aggie, roll me a dice. Okay, that's not so bad. Yes, you set sail into the ocean, and before long, you're out in the high open seas again, circumnavigating the continent land, going up north towards these islands that Solon. What started out as a pleasant day quickly turns into a gloomy noon, and by the time it gets to mid-afternoon, the sky is pitch black, the wind is picked up, the rain is pouring down, and the crackles of lightning streak out across the sky.
Yeah, Kroark will try to stay over by the helm and just kind of try to keep the crew steady as possible. Probably sobered up by now, and through the storm, making sure that they haven't been blown off course or anything.
Let's see, 2 dice for you. Aggie, you're the one steering the ship. What are you doing? Confronted with this storm that is only worsening. Oh, she went to the bathroom, never mind. Penelope, what are you doing?
So we're just boarding the ship now. We've just got aboard.
No, you go aboard and then you set sail and you're out in the water for
Okay,
a few hours.
we're
And
out
then,
to sea now.
yeah, and the storm that was inland last night is clearly out where you're sailing, and you're like in the midst of it now.
She's frantically reading a book to see about how to predict weather patterns and studying the clouds.
Oh, Nimbus.
Yeah. Oh, cumulus. Frantically flipping through pages to try to work out if she can track which way the storm is going.
Ah, okay, I'll give 2 dice for that one. I'm just gonna go check her quick.
Make sure she didn't fall in. Penelope has no discernible skills, and now I don't know what to do.
Yeah, I kind of should have changed my skills up to where they weren't all the same number.
Yeah.
I feel like having a little bit more variety would have been better suited. But you know, new system. Who dis?
Yep.
It is fun though. It's definitely different than the others I've played. But...
Yeah, I like having some sort of kind of the defense and action.
Yeah.
We'll take a couple.
All of us 1 dice each?
No, they've got 2 dice each. What are you doing, Aggie? Is you're steering the ship as you enter this like storm.
Yeah. I'm making sure that, you know, what's called dodging the waves. So, using what's called the steering wheel and instructing people to, with the sort of mast. Is that what it's called? The mast, the flag thing? I don't know.
Yeah, the mast.
The
Yeah.
sheets. Yeah, the sheets.
sheets.
So I don't know what they're called. The sails, yeah.
The sheets.
So yeah, I don't know what they're called.
It's alright.
So no, so basically the like with the sails and stuff like that. So instructing, like pushing people over to do that. So
Okay, so I'll give you 3 dice. I'm going to have
So-
the trait.
I would say 1 action and 2 defense.
I'm going to have the trait Maelstrom.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to have this at rating 4. I didn't do a lot of describing, so I'm going to have a low dice. How do you want to split your dice? Krork.
2 defense and 1 action.
Okay, Krork.
You said I have
2.
2? Yeah, I think 1 action, 1 defense is probably the smarter play.
Penelope, how do you want to split your 2?
Both action.
Both action. Okay. Okay, weird. Let's see. Who's going to come under? Krork, I guess, but yours are all 4.
Yeah.
Aggie, I think you're going to use Intimidating, so you'll be at 5. So you're going to have 1 dice and you want to get 5 or less.
Oh, right.
And Penelope, Educated, 5 or less
Right.
on your 2 dice.
Oh wait, I was supposed to only roll 1.
Yeah, so your
Never
first
mind.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, but both of them are success, so we're good.
Penelope got 2 actions.
2, yeah.
I got 1, so that's 3, and you got your number 4, so that's 4 against me, against the storm. I only got 1, so Penelope, you're going to lose 1 plot armor.
Okay.
I guess just the rocking, the back and forth, the ship, the windows kind of like fly open in the wind, and lots of rain kind of comes pouring in.
The ship hitches and her book flies out the window.
Yeah, rather uneventfully, you're going to kind of see the maelstrom, at the center of the storm in the distance, but because of Aggie's command and navigation skills, coupled with the Croark's sort of like actively bossing people around, is going to manage to steer you guys around it without actually taking any damage or putting yourselves in any danger. And the rest of the journey is going to be pretty plain sailing. You're going to sail north for a few days, and you'll come into sight of these tropical islands in the distance, just as the route foretold.
Fantastic. See, our fortunes are turning.
The only obstacle you have to pass is between two islands that are like sheer vertical cliffs. Once you navigate that narrow passage that's straight, you'll be at the island, which is your destination. So as you're approaching this strait, what would you like to do? You're going to see birds flying high in the sky. One of them looks exceptionally large.
Would have to have scaly birds in it, wouldn't we?
I'll inform some of the crew to keep their eyes peeled and you know, let them know, like, hey, there's apparently a minor detail I might have left out about about nobody ever surviving this trip, so just keep your weapons close and the cannons loaded and the powder dry.
Okay, I would like to just like Aggie gets like a big sort of net, like a metal net,
Okay.
to like swing to just grab them all. So
To grab all the birds as you sail
yeah,
by.
so she wants to grab them to basically drown them.
And a little bit Penelope.
I shouldn't have made such a useless character.
No, you're educated.
Yeah, you definitely helped with the shark.
Yeah.
You can do anything you want. You're not restricted by the traits.
I
there.
know. I'm just trying to think of what to do, and we're just sailing.
Well, you're sailing through this strait, and there's a lot of birds circling around, and there's one either very
She's gonna
huge, very
she's
far
gonna
away.
get up to. She's gonna climb up to the crow's nest and see if she can get a look at that bird.
Okay, so going for information there. I'll give you 1 dice for that. I split them between action and
So how
defense. Looks
many-
like. You
how
have 2,
many
Croark
dice?
has 2, and Penelope has 1. I'm going to have
Okay.
I'm going to have 2 dice. And my trait is Elephant Bird.
Oh,
1 defense, 1 action. I'm going to
1 and 1.
Yeah.
yeah, I'll be a chicken and do 1 and 1. I have a feeling I'm gonna need all the plot armor I can get.
I've just got 1, right?
You have 1 dice, yes.
So action.
Oh, Penelope. Doesn't matter what you have, that's a fail.
Yeah.
Aggie, I'm trying to think. Probably strong as an ox.
Yeah, I don't think it matters because I've got 5 and 4s, so
Yeah. Well, it's just what it falls under, because if it was big and beautiful, it wouldn't work,
I've got
obviously.
2 5s and a 4.
Okay, so that's 2. And I only got 1. So that's Penelope's going to go down a plot armor again. Yeah, Penelope, so you get on top. You look up just in time to see this massive eagle, and you can tell, from your spyglass and such, that it is huge. Its talons are big enough to pick up an elephant between them.
Okay.
And it's just positioned itself hovering right above this strait, and as the boat comes underneath it, it just goes into a dive, coming straight down towards you all.
But Aggie gets the the netting, doesn't she? So
She
for
does
some of
manage
them.
to like throw the net out to scoop up all these smaller birds and just haphazardly, by sheer coincidence, doing it exactly as the moment as the other bird dives down. And you manage to ensnare it in this massive net right above the top of the mast of the ship. And the thing comes crashing into the deck, tearing one of the sails in half.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah.
That's
Do I
not good.
Do I drown it? Because that was part of it, wasn't it? So
You would drown regular birds, but that big one is going to be dragged into the water, but it's not going to drown immediately because it is huge and thrashing. So what do you want to do?
Definitely command the men to get rifles and open fire on it. If it's right by the ship, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so the cannons can't do anything. So yeah, just like aim overboard and shoot at the elephant bird.
Aggie, you've got it in a net and like pulled it into the water, but what do you want to do then?
probably use the cannonball to just like sink it.
Okay, just mash it with the cannonball.
Yeah.
So what are you doing then? You picking, describe to me what you're doing. Press your button when you tell me.
Oh, sorry. I'm picking up 3 cannonballs and just like throwing them all in to make sure that it's
Right,
Yes.
okay. I'll give you 1 dice for that. I'll give Croak 1 dice for his order. What about you, Penelope?
I'm going to grab a harpoon overconfidently and just chuck it at the thing.
I'll give you 2 dice for that one. And then how are you splitting this?
2 dice? you said?
one action for me if it's only
Yeah.
1 dice.
Yep, you've got 2 dice, Penelope.
One action and defense.
So 1 and 1. Okay, so everybody's rolling 1 dice.
Yeah.
I'm rolling 1 action. I would say this is wolf in sheep's clothing for Penelope. It's like her moment.
Yeah.
Aggie's is going to be strong. So that's going to be 3. I block 2, but 1 goes through, which is enough to beat it.
She's studied the wind. She thinks this is her moment.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to pick it up and you're going to hurl it at it at the same time as Aggie is mashing it with 1, 2, 3 cannonballs.
Cannonballs.
And Croak gives the order and just a volley of musket fire comes out. Just the cracks and the puffs of smoke along the side of the vessel. As this bird is like mashed and speared and shot. Thrashing about, drowning as it is. And it just quickly just goes lifeless and sinks to the bottom of the sea.
There you go, lads. See, no matter what this place will throw at us, we are overcoming it. That treasure and the secret to immortality is as good as ours. Literally nothing can stop us.
Oh no.
Absolutely nothing at all.
We're on the ship Titanic. Not even the gods can sink it.
Alright, so that's 1 dice for the worst pirate I've ever heard.
Oh, come on.
You want to action? Yeah. That's not a 1. Okay, so you're going to go down. You already took 1 plot armor from that bird there, but you're going to
Yeah.
go down to 1 plot armor now.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter because you're going to be on the island next. Where's the picture of the island?
At least we survived.
Definitely.
Okay, you approach the island, this beautiful looking tropical island. You can imagine, I can't remember what they call the island in Jurassic Park, but it would look like that.
Oh, nice.
Lush rainforests, sandy shoreline, pristine waters all around it, warm sunny weather. It's paradise, absolutely idyllic. And as you approach, the crew kind of lay their guard down a little bit. This seems quite nice. Like, you've done it, Captain. We're here. Surely the treasure will be found and we'll all be immortal forever.
Exactly. I mean, that shady guy that nobody else seems to, have seen definitely wouldn't lie to us, I'm sure.
The quartermaster's like, well, the first mate's probably that too. Well, to be fair, Captain, you spend a lot of time in the sun.
Yeah, that I do. And the rum.
Salted beef. Salted beef.
Imagine the rest of the crew kind of sick of salted beef.
Absolutely.
And they're all just like shaking their head like, no, motioning their bellies are full. So, what's your orders, Captain?
Well, let's go ahead and drop anchor at a relatively safe-looking shore, and we'll send out some boats and explore the island and see where this treasure is.
So your command is for everyone just to get on the boats and head shore.
Yeah, just kind of like basically getting us all docked and ready to, secure the ship and have us and the crew on the island with us.
Again, Penelope, what do you just want to do? I mean, you can go a little further with your description than the point of when you land on the beach.
Well, Aggie spotted another chicken, so that's really fascinated her. So she's
The wild turkey on the beach, man.
Yeah, there you go.
She's back chasing the wild turkey.
One dice for Aggie. What were you, Penelope?
Which is probably just a wounded seagull. She's going to go look at the fauna and see if she can, the flora and fauna, and see if she can determine where people may have been in the past, like to see if there's any path or anything.
Okay, so Croak, I'm going to give you 2 dice. Aggie, I'm giving you 1. And Penelope, I'm giving you 2. I'm going to take
mine's to be defense.
I'm going to take the trait Mysterious Island.
I'm going to use 2 action.
I think I'm going to go 2 action as well.
Cool.
And this is a new scene, so.
Penelope, you'll be educated, and you'll be rolling with your 4 for being a captain.
Ooh.
I got 1, so Penelope and Croak will take or lose a plot armor. Croak, yeah, your men, get on the boats, go to shore, scout party first, split up into 3 different groups and like spread out in 3 different directions, left, right, towards inland, to look and see if they can come across anything. Check out any dangers and give you like a heads up advance notice if something strange is afoot.
Yeah.
Aggie, I think you're not going to catch your turkey. Did you even roll?
No, because
you went defense, then you well, you're
Yeah.
definitely not going to catch the turkey then. Yeah, Penelope, there's some like oars. There'll be like stuff that's washed up. I think a lot of the stuff that's washed up suggests that like a ship must have crashed on the rocks here or something, because there's a lot of debris, a lot more so than you'd expect just from like passing flotsam.
So not like stuff that's just washed ashore, but a lot of.
Yeah,
like,
enough that
not
you can
odds and
definitely tell that like ships, or a ship at least, has like wrecked off this coast, like quite close to the coastline, and a lot of it is just like washed up in the shoreline. There's probably going to be like a big section of a hull somewhere that's all kind of overgrown that you come across. as you are doing that, there's like a loud howling, roaring sound echoing from between the mountains, the cliffs, in the direction of where one of your search parties went inland. The other two search parties come running back along the shore. They never saw anything. Captain, what was that noise? Where's Reuben and the others?
I think they've encountered whatever was making that noise. Let's quickly see if we can rescue our pals. Clark will, I guess, lead the charge with the rest of the crew at where the missing search party went off to. Again, being very mindful, just scanning every direction of his surroundings. Sorry, my brain really lagged there.
As you lead them like into the jungle, you can see like trees collapsing in front of you, and like you can feel the ground shaking.
Yeah, and I think at that point in time, I think I'd try to climb a tree and see if I can get a vantage point on whatever might be making the noise and stomping around.
You take 3 dice, Penelope.
Okay.
What would you like to do, Penelope?
Oh, okay. Oh, right. She's going to run.
Run, nice and simple.
Just run. I don't know where to. Run back toward the ship.
The boat, you could go along the shoreline.
Yeah, she'll run toward. Yeah, she'll run along the shore. Toward the boat.
Well, you go straight back to the boat, or you're going along the shoreline.
Oh, okay. Well, I was thinking the boat. We've come down away from the boat, but no, she'll just run along the shoreline because the boat's just sitting there. She'll feel like she's a sitting duck.
Okay, Aggie, your turkey like flees into the underbrush at the sound of the roar. What'd you do?
I go in search for them, so I'm just in search of them.
You going after everyone?
Yeah.
Okay, you and Penelope have 1 dice. Croak, you have 3. Who just want to split it?
Action.
Defense.
Sorry, Laura, what'd you say?
Defense.
Defense. Croak.
I'll do 1 defense, 2 action.
I am going to take 1 dice for Mysterious Island. What you get? Oh, Penelope. Penelope,
Oh,
you're going to
no.
lose another plot armor. You're going to come across a cave, a coastal cave, with the water is like going inwards to it, and you can
Right.
just hear the dripping sound of water echoing from inside. There's like fossilized footprints in the mud, the wet sand leading inwards.
Oh my.
Aggie, you're perfectly fine, and Croak, you are 1 defense, so you're going to be okay as a cyclops that stands about 15 feet tall comes barreling or stomping out of the forest in front of you and your men.
Oh, cool.
Yes, so it's standing about 15 foot tall. It's 1 large single eye, big sharp teeth, pointy, kind of goblin-like ears almost. Very humanoid kind of appearance, large bulging muscles. It's like got the blood and the smear over the lower half of one of his lips, and in its right hand you can see like the lower half of one of your crewmen that's been bitten in half. As it hungrily kind of like comes through the trees and like stares down at you all, and just lets out another roar.
Yeah. As the creature roars at Croak, he's going to just he's gonna just kind of stand there for a second and then quickly just scream and then drop down the tree and just sprint off it deeper into the forest, but definitely away from the creature.
Okay. I'm
Ah!
going to say you're going to use worst pirate ever for this as well.
Yeah, for sure. I have full on Jack Sparrow running into the forest. Like,
Aggie, what do you want to do?
Again, running into the forest as well.
Running away from the thing,
Yeah.
but into the jungle. You're both running into the jungle.
Yeah.
But this is going to end well. Okay, what about you, Penelope? You healed the roar in the distance.
I'm going to dash into the cave with the footprints outside.
Not caring about anything else, just running blindly in.
Yes, just into the cave because I think I just think, okay, at least I'll be safe in a cave.
Okay, so you all have 1 dice. How do you want to do it?
Defense.
Probably smart.
Yeah, defense as well.
You, Croak.
I have 2 plot armor, right?
Yes.
I will take action.
Okay. So you're only one
With-
rolling the dice. Worst pilot ever. You gotta get a 1.
Yep.
I'm gonna roll a couple of dice here for Mr. Yourself.
Oh shit. Okay, alright.
Okay, Croak. You're going to run into the jungle, never to be seen again. Aggie, you are going to run into jungle. You're going to lose 2 plot armor.
Oh, okay.
And Penelope, you're going to run into this cave. You're going to lose 2 plot armor. You run into the cave and you see a big pile of gold just sitting at the end of the cave in darkness. And just a bunch of dead bodies, skeletons, lying ragged all around it. As you approach it, the skeleton, you feel something like shadowy behind you, and you turn around and you can see several of these skeletons have silently risen up behind you.
Oh god.
And as you look back at the treasure, more of them start to move and rise up. Their bones and tattered clothing sort of loosely holding together by some unseen force, and just the soft scuttling of the bones across the rock, and then the tinkle of some of the coins falling off the treasure as one of them moves over it.
Nope.
So what do you do? Aggie and Penelope. Very short adventure.
Oh,
Yeah, it really is.
Right, so where am I at the time? I'm
You
in
ran into the jungle, like you said, yeah.
I tried to make my way back to the boat.
Okay, so you're trying to circle back around. You're going to hear the
Yeah.
Cyclops tearing into the men and chasing them along the beach. Boom, boom, boom. And the cries as one of them kind of gets picked up and squished in its hands.
And in the distance, this really tiny scream that gets farther and farther away.
So you're just going to run, so that's just, you circle around, that's just going to be 1 dice for you. Penelope?
I'm going to grab a good-sized stone from at my feet. There's got to be some inside a cave.
Yes, plenty.
And start chucking stones at skeletons.
And what happens when you chuck the stones at the skeletons?
They shatter.
I feel like just 1 dice, because it's not a lot. Well, maybe 2 dice, because they shatter.
1 and 1.
I'm going to roll a couple for the islands. 1 and 1 for you. And I guess wolf in sheep's clothing for you. Aggie's going to be elephant stampede.
Okay, so defense. I'm going
Oh,
for.
so you're not going to roll, you're just going for defense.
Yeah.
That is wise, because you block the 1 action I have.
Oh,
It's ran to
Penelope.
like the ship.
Oh dear, Penelope. But you don't take any plot armor hits because you managed to defend. Yes, you smash the skeleton. More of them start to rise. And just kind of like shuffle and close in on you. You only have a moment before they'll surround you and the gold will no longer be within your reach.
I'm gonna scoop up as much gold as I can and carry it like in my
Bodice.
tunic. Yeah, well, yeah, just shove it down. I'll just grabbing and shoving it down my bodice. Both hands.
Aggie, you run out, you see the Cyclops like running down the shoreline chasing the men, the spatter of blood where it squished one of them under its foot. But the boat is sitting there all on its own. So what would you like to do?
I was on the boat by that point.
Yeah.
What I'm gonna do is like steer the ship and just order the remaining crew members to start going and just ensuring that like the sails are okay and just you know steering the ship with the thunder flying.
Take off.
Yeah.
Right,
You're
okay.
gonna leave us. She's leaving us.
She's just like, I'm out of here.
Right, I will give you 2 dice for that. And I'll give
Okay.
you 2 dice for shoving the gold in your bodice as well.
Both action.
They take 1 action and 1 defense.
Okay. Yep. So I think intimidating for Aggie, so that's a 5. Because you're telling the crew to just leave. Penelope? I mean, it's your attire, but I feel like it also kind of works in your favour.
Yeah.
That is your weakness, because your attire is impractical, so you're going to have to try and roll ones.
Well, she's still in bloomers, so there's not much to hold gold there.
Yeah.
She's not gonna have like all she's gonna have at this point is like a corset or something.
It's going to be spelling out, you're going to try to hold it in
Yeah,
place
yeah.
and such.
It's like falling through.
Oh, I rolled a 1 and a 2.
So my action, I got it, didn't I? Because it was 5. So.
Yes, Aggie, you got it. And also, you lost 8 plot armor. Penelope gets 1. But unfortunately, that's not enough to kind of beat the island. And
Yeah.
Aggie has left you behind.
So I'm running with, I've got like a bodice full of, I've got coins and gold spilling out, and I'm trying to get out of this cave, and I'm seeing this ship passing by in front of the opening of the cave.
Yeah. And Aggie probably just like waving to you.
It's like shrugging, like, sorry.
It's like, hey, Penelope.
Yeah.
So if you lose 1 plot armor, Penelope, what are you down to?
Oh, that'll put me at 0.
Okay, yeah, I think that means you just kind of get left behind. As long as you're holding that gold, you will not die. But you are left here on the island.
Amazing.
Not quite how I thought it was going to end, but okay.
Yeah, no, definitely not. I feel like if anything, Krark's gonna end up being like Jack Sparrow with the tribe, just like runs into a group of natives and somehow manages to become their chief.
I'd have gone on a bit longer if Laura had more time, but I had to wrap up as well.
Yeah, no
But
worries. It was so fun.
I just loved how Aggie just like took the ship and just
Sure.
She just takes it, leaves us. Hasta
feel like-
la vista, suckers.
I feel like Penelope gets to the beach and it's like, okay, wait, why is the ship moving?
Yeah.
She just goes, bloody pirates.
Yeah, they're. Yeah, she
Roll
gets to the
credits.
mouth of the cave, and the ship's just sailing by.
Penelope's like, I'm the captain now. Not Penelope, Aggie.
Captain now.
That's great. I love it.
And the image of like she's packed with gold, but it's just falling out, and yep, nice one.
I quite like the ending. I think it's quite funny. How
That's
the
really good.
captain is just like he's just like went off. He's just
I had a whole thing, but like it took so long to get to the island, man. Like I just threw all that out.
Yeah. I think we were kind of like fumbling around with the new system and things like that, not used to it.
Yeah, well, and not sure what to do when we're just sort of sailing, not knowing.
I just had like random encounters for sailing before
Yeah.
we got somewhere, but most of it was kind of like at the island and dealing
Yeah.
with the fact that you picked up a cursed treasure. You can't die, but you can't like move more than a few meters away from the treasure,
Oh,
or you start to just like decompose.
Got it.
nice.
So then you
So
just
you
had
were,
to figure out
like,
how to
stuck,
offload the
yeah.
treasure without decomposing.
Well, that's simple. We take all the treasure with us.
Yeah, but you can't ever spend it because you can't ever be away from it.
Yeah, but you don't need to spend it to roll around in it.
That's true.
But yeah, no, I think a lot of it was because it feels really weird to just like, I don't know. I feel like metagame isn't really accurate for this system, but like it feels kind of weird to just like come up with the narrative myself.
It's like Fate without Fate points and not as many
Yeah.
rules.
Yeah, I like it though. It's just it definitely takes some
Takes getting used to, yeah.
Because it's from Wushu, which is like a kung fu movie.
Yeah, like yeah.
So you're just
genre
like you're just
definitely.
describing yourself kicking people's ass, basically, until the point where like it's a boss and you kind of might get beaten back.
I just felt
Yeah.
like poor Penelope's character. She was like finding out all this information, but she was just getting battered, like left, right, and center, wasn't she? She was just kind of like.
Yeah, I kept rolling sixes. I rolled like
Yeah.
4 6s.
Which is normally
Really?
good.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
Same here, actually. Like I rolled
Yeah.
really high too. But that was fun though.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'd like to
I
do
thought
that
the combination was really good because you had that sort of damsel that was like, but was very studious, and like the captain that was, you know, quite bold, and then you just had,
Yeah.
you just had this big lump.
I would honestly, if I was going to do it again, I would do Armello, but pirates. I think
I think that would be good.
because that fits it. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, and be animals and have like animal traits.
Yeah.
Right, I'm gonna have to go because the cats are just looking at me and they're like,
They're
no
gonna
worries,
eat
no
your
worries.
fail. So
Have
talk to you
fun.
later. Bye.
Catch you later.
Bye. Yeah, I definitely want to do an Armello game again.
Yeah, I think the
I
next,
really like Armello.
not my next one shot, but after I've done my next
Yeah.
couple of one shots, I'll try and do an Armello one shot.
Yeah, I'll try to make that one too. I wouldn't mind to play this Wushu system again as well, but yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, now that we kind of know what we're doing, I would have, if I'd known better how the traits worked, I would have.
The key
Spent
is
more
just
time
like
thinking
it
about
wants you to stick to what your character's supposed to do because you're trying to keep it under your traits
Yeah.
or your better traits, but at the same time you're getting rewarded for being more descriptive. So the more you like say, like, you don't just say like I'm pulling my sword and attack him. You say like you
Yeah.
describe what the sword looks like as you pull it out and exactly
Yeah.
how you're like attacking the person and maybe what you're saying as you do it, kind of thing, to get extra dice.
Yeah,
Because usually getting like 1,
Yeah.
2 because I think
that's actually a really good system.
it just rewards you
Yeah.
to be
For
more
me.
narrative with it.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
normally I wouldn't have too much of an issue with that. It's just like it's getting used to the fact that it just happens. So all I have to do is describe.
Yeah.
Be just extra descriptive with it. It feels weird because I feel like well, the DM's like that's kind of what the DM's doing, but Wushu doesn't really have a DM. It's more just you playing the opposition or sort of deal.
Yeah, because that's got one like when you're fighting mooks, it's supposed to just be
Yeah.
like it's like an auto one action from me, and then when it's a one-on-one nemesis, you're supposed to do what I was doing. But I was
Yeah.
thinking it makes more sense if I just do that every scene, and just encompass the whole scene in it,
Yeah. which makes sense.
Like Mysterious Island
yeah.
is the trait, and that's just what I'm rolling against you. I'm rolling the island against you.
Yeah, it was still fun though. Yeah, wouldn't mind to play it again sometime.
Right. I'm running away.
Yar.
All right.
Yar. See you guys later.
Lair.
See ya.